hours of the morning, while the city sleeps, an uncommon band of heroes unites to fight the forces of evil.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh, my sweet Jesus.
With Op.
I want to be known as notorious.
No.
Ack.
Everyone is always in my way.
Oh, you really are deluded.
And B-Cup.
Kind of fat-breasted and awful.
And surrounded by dullards.
Ben looks like poorly spliced film.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Whenever Steve yawns, it looks like the back of the Batmobile and it accelerates.
Pocketosis.
Eric, you're not going to cry.
Shut up.
And armed with superhuman powers.
He pulls his pants down and just starts leaking into someone's garbage can.
That's rule one.
How about if he gives you the old chin tap with his helmet?
That's all right with me.
They are living among us, average citizens, average heroes, quietly and anonymously continuing to make the world a better place.
Controversial talkers Opie and Anthony.
We are just dicks.
You better just sit back and watch.
Yeah. Wait, what?
The Opie and Anthony Show.
Oh.
But enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Why are people putting pictures of dead things near me?
What are you people? On dope?
Oh my God, I need more shock treatments.
Uh-oh. Sounds like somebody's got a case of the Mondays.
There's a guy in a beekeeper suit.
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
A guy in a beekeeper suit came in here and gave me tape and put a basket here.
No.
The beekeeper's here again. The beekeeper came in and walked out with a sugar.
Wow. No shit.
I don't know what my opening joke's going to be. I'm all confused. My God.
What?
The beekeeper's back.
You had best unfuck yourself or I will unscrew your head and get down your neck.
God damn it, Bill. Stop fucking with me. Take your clothes off.
Who are you?
This is Jesus Christ, Bill.
I'm an atheist.
I'm the son of God, Bill. Take off your fucking clothes.
Holy crap, the bee guy's here again.
What have we got here? A fucking comedian.
The bee guy gave me water. I swear to God, there's a bee guy. There's a beekeeper coming in to talk to me, and he gave me water, I think. What's your name, beekeeper? There's a beekeeper here.
Bullshit, it looks to me like the best part of you ran down to cracking your mama's ass and ended up as the brown stain on the mattress.
There's a beekeeper tearing things apart.
Is the beekeeper still there?
Yes.
Fuck the beekeeper. Do your goddamn act, all right?
Yes. I like my jokes like sex, short, in and out, with lots of laughter. And I always kill. Did you like that joke, beekeeper?
Now lean forward and choke yourself.
Oh, wow. What a day on Friday, huh? Oh, yeah. Good morning and welcome to the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio.
Hi there. Good morning.
It's an okay morning.
Why?
Blizzard 06.
What happened? There was some snow or something?
Most snow ever
in New York City.
Most snow ever.
They were so happy with that happened. So happy with themselves, all the news people, that they could say most snow ever in the history since the earth formed, I guess. This is the most snow that's ever fallen.
I'm not believing it. I want to see the records from 1208.
Where are they?
I want to see the records of the winter of 1208.
Did they keep that on some parchment somewhere?
Right. And the snow felleth. We humans are stupid. We're pompous assholes.
We're just very pompous, very self-important.
We've been keeping records for, what, a little over 100 years, so we're saying most snow ever. Really?
Dropping the bucket as far as time goes.
God is sitting somewhere laughing at us going, these dopes think it's the most snow ever.
Do you know what 22 BC was like, you idiots?
Yeah, right.
I piled snow on Manhattan.
I read transcripts from like 300 years ago. We said I was walking down Fifth Avenue. The snow was so bad I lost my slave.
Most snow ever. Shut up. We did get like 27 inches in Central Park, though.
No, Opie, it was 26.9. It was not 27.
It was 27 inches somewhere.
You could just tell with the flake. One flake falls by the ruler, and it puts it up another 16th of an inch.
Yeah, well, most snow ever. There you go.
They were very happy with themselves. I took a big beating on the message board because apparently people had said I predicted that this would be a nothing. And that I gave a weather forecast that said it was going to be nothing. And that is not the truth. What I said was the news people usually hype it up, and it turns out to be nothing. That was not true. They hyped it up, and it was record-breaking. But the forecast I gave was for a nor'easter. It was for I was arguing with the guy from Colorado that said the storm was passing over him at the time, and it was nothing. And I said, but when it gets here and mixes with the Gulf Stream and gave that whole spiel, then it turns into something big. So I'm not going to take abuse like that for no reason.
Yeah.
Bastards, I'm still the professor.
And little Jimmy Norton's a little pissed off this morning.
Jimmy!
What's wrong, Jimmy?
I'm just really cranky today, man.
Why? You are so cranky.
It started yesterday. I've just been cranky, and I didn't sleep well last night. And I spent over an hour on the phone dealing with America Online, and I'm just in a bad mood. They're difficult to deal with.
What did AOL do to you?
The AOL, first of all, everybody tells me, don't use AOL, stop using AOL, and I know you're right. I know it, but I'm kind of stuck in there. Not one person has ever said, are you using the AOL? Oh, that's great news. Good move.
You mean AOL? The AOL that is in partnership with XM Satellite Radio?
Yeah. Are we heard an AOL?
I have no idea.
I didn't think so.
I think they are.
Oh, cool.
But, I went off on General Motors and got a door. So
here's my problem with AOL. Yellow Treats, my screen name, has not been showing up on anybody's buddy list for a long time.
Uh-oh.
Nothing to do with my settings. I went through all my IM settings, and I went through on the phone last night. And the guy was helpful. This is what happened. I call one lady. She goes, well, the number you need to call, and she gives me the number. So I said, okay. But she patches me through.
Excuse me.
Okay.
Central Park, 27 inches. It says it right on ABC.
They rounded it off.
Up.
ABC doesn't have decimal points in their things. It's common knowledge.
But they rounded it up like I did.
All right.
Sorry, Jimmy.
That's
over
right.
there. Sorry about that, Jimmy.
That's fine. So she tells me, all right, call this number in the future, but then she patches me through. The operator, the guy is very helpful, who I talk to.
Okay.
I gives me a case number. He goes, I'm not sure what this is, but it might be a server issue. We'll check it. We get disconnected. You ever been talking, all of a sudden you hear that, like that little, that you've been hung up on, but it wasn't intentional.
Yeah.
So I call the number that she gives me before I talk to him, and it's an AOL tech, and they say, oh, you don't need to call this number, you need to call our customer service number, and I'm annoyed now.
Oh, my God.
I'm like,
see, at that point, I start getting like, oh, boy, here we go.
Well,
here we go.
I was. And I said, by the way, Hawk, could you give this to Opiekins, please? Thank you. There's a number on there. I say, look, they told me to dial this number. And she goes, well, this is not the number you need to dial. And this is the number she gives me. Ben just checked it. You can dial that on the air. Trust me. You can dial that on the air.
Oh, you want me to?
I think you should, yeah.
Oh,
all right.
I don't think this is one of the rare outgoing phone call segments on the program.
Yeah.
We used to do this all the time.
This is the number I got from
days, Opie.
This is the number? What?
Yeah, you checked it. You checked it, okay.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, E-Rock's on it.
All right, good.
Wait, how do we...
This'll work.
Is this going to work?
Is it, E-Rock?
I bring nothing to the table.
All right.
Dud, are you ready for some hard anal action? I am. Bend me over and plunge your hard, stiff rod into my tight hole and come. I want to feel you shoot your load deep inside me.
If you're an experienced caller, you can enter your credit card at any time.
I kiss you on the mouth.
Visa, MasterCard, American Express.
Do you want to kiss me or?
This service is sponsored by ACN. If you're under 18,
no way.
That's the number I got.
No way.
From an AOL tech to dial. I even checked, because that's an 800 number. I said, maybe it's 866, and I tried that, or whatever the other thing was. Yeah, but she said, here she said 1-800.
That's 1509.
Wow. Dude.
That's the number I got, so I called back.
From a guy or a girl?
It was some, I think it might have been a girl who I was calling sir. I couldn't tell. I was so cranky. I couldn't really tell.
You must have really been cranky on the phone.
I was You don't. I was screaming and the message kept going. Hi, how may I help you, operator? Hi, but I need to take your account, operator. I was fucking screaming at it. Operator, please, operator. That's all I would say.
I hate that. And then they go, okay,
let me get a technician for you. I think I understand. No, you don't. Twat machine. You don't understand.
No one understands.
So I call back just screaming about this.
Oh my God.
And I was more angry that I was inconvenienced because I don't care that if they did it by accident, it stinks. If they did it on purpose, it's hilarious.
It is really funny.
This cranky asshole yelling at the machine.
Give him the gay porn number.
So I got help, and I asked the guy where he was, and he said in the Philippines. So I spent 40 minutes with them on the phone trying to explain what happened. And he kept going, okay, so the last technician, and I'm like, no. The last technician was nice. He was good. He helped me. They never fucking get it. So it was just a nightmare.
Did you figure it out in the end?
It's probably a server problem. I don't know what it is, but I went over every stupid IM setting option. It's not one of my settings, and AOL is not blocking me. I don't know what the problem is. I don't know.
You ever lose it so bad with customer service they have to remind you that they're taping the phone call?
No.
Oh, I've gotten to that point. I'm like, I don't give a shit you're taping this. Help me.
I get very like, oh, so let me get this straight now. You're telling me that, like, that whole attitude, and they hate it, but they can't really unload on you when you do that. I'm not yelling like you motherfuckers or anything like that, but I'm very, the word is condescending to them on the phone, and they get very annoyed with that, and they're like, sir, I'm trying to help you here, sir. Hate them all. And yeah, it's all India, the Philippines now.
You know who I want to strangle was a night guy. He's a fucking pharmacist over at a Rite Aid. He's a 24-hour night pharmacist. And
why did they pick up the phone?
Oh, no, this is in person.
Oh, okay.
I was there. I went in for a prescription. I had asked them to fill a prescription for Nexium because my stupid reflux. And what happened was there was a mix-up with the prescription. There was he thought it went out, but it hadn't gone out, or something like that. I'm like, sir, check the bill. It shows I didn't pick it up, correct? He goes, yes, but I don't know where it is. And I'm saying, well, that's not my problem. And he goes, well, I can't give away $300 worth of medication. And I could feel myself getting to the point where I wanted to bite him. Like, I didn't want to punch him. I wanted to sink my teeth into the fucking bridge of his nose.
Sir, you better have you better have some Xanax back there and throw some in my mouth immediately because I'm going to choke you.
I'm like, dude, who scams? I'm like, this isn't a get-high drug. Who comes here at 1 in the morning and scams for Nexium, you asshole?
Yeah, what's the going rate on the street per tab for
He was
Nexium?
such a fucking coward and so afraid of losing his gig. And I was also getting Allegra D, so he was feeling that one. And I'm mumbling the whole time. I know, you're just fucking afraid of losing your job. Everybody's a fucking coward. Like, I wanted him to say something, so I was just physically going to throw something at him, so I wanted this.
You wanted a reason to bite him.
I really did, dude.
Where they wouldn't arrest you.
He was unshaven, and I started to hate his unshaven neck and chin. Like, he was just a slovenly...
Hate every little square inch of a person.
I hated him. I still hate him. If he's listening, and I'm sure he's not, I hope you're dead.
Pharmacists are very nasty people.
Yeah, they're creeps.
Are they still going?
99 cents per minute with a $3.99 connection fee. Call now. Remember, if you press the star key, you can hear these numbers again. Don't keep these guys waiting. If you feel you're experiencing system problems, please hang up and call our customer service department at 1-800.
I wish I knew how to quit you.
You know who should do this? Our own Steve Sue.
Hi, you want hot day, man, on man action. Sensual.
Put your smooth cock against my face.
Jesus. Heather, what's up?
Hey, guys. Tonight on Tyra, there's real Brokeback Mountain on.
Tyra has real gay cowboys on today?
Real gay cowboys. Oh,
yes,
boy.
and the women to tell the stories about it.
Oh, we'll be rolling tape today.
Right, roll them.
We got the Tyra Banks show where she was scared of dolphins.
Oof.
Oh, great.
She had a phobia of dolphins, and she did a whole show on how to get over your fears. And she gets over her fears of dolphins.
It's not like being afraid
over
of
her
a
fear
puggle.
of dolphins. Huh?
It's like being afraid of a puggle.
Exactly.
Dolphins are just the most adorable little thing. They get up on their tail. do that backwards thing on their tail. They bring you a ball.
And if
you
you're
throw
lucky,
it
they
back.
have sex with you.
Right, they try to fuck you.
You ever scratch their neck when they're caught in the net and then just laugh and go have a tuna sandwich? And too bad Tyrus doesn't have a fear of doing a shitty show that she could get over. Too bad she's completely unafraid of that. Stupid.
Yeah, she goes headlong every day.
It was a show on phobias. She's scared of dolphins. Another girl came in. She was afraid of pennies.
Afraid of pennies?
Yeah, so we got some audio from that dumb show. We'll go over a little later.
Last name wasn't Goldberg, was it?
Eric in Colorado.
Of course not.
Eric.
Yeah, hey, Anthony, you got your nor'easter, but it must not be very bad that you guys were able to be on the air today.
No, Anthony talked about this in the office.
This guy sounds a little meh.
Yeah.
What was that?
I said it wasn't going to be shit.
This is the guy from Colorado, Anthony.
Dude, it was record-setting. It was big. It's just that we were talking about this in the office. It wasn't that it wasn't bad. It's that it's the 21st century, and they finally figured out how to get rid of snow, and not let it.
But if it was as bad as they were predicting, you would still be at home snuggled in.
No, I have a massive vehicle that went through 2 feet of snow in my driveway without even slowing down, my friend.
It was actually worse than they predicted, sir.
About they're clearing the snow for you?
It was worse than they predicted.
Most snow ever. Most snow ever, Eric.
And it was
You have no
because
argument.
If this happened, if
Still
this,
ain't snow. Hell, we've been getting that every couple of weeks in the mountains.
You also have thin
Every
air.
3
That
days
stupid
they-
mile-high shit city. Rotten little parrot lungs.
breathe. Ass.
Jimmy's going to go to Aspen in 3 weeks, and they're going to have another blizzard. They get 10 inches of snow every 4 days.
Oh, I know there's a lot of snow in Aspen, sir. They ski there.
Eric, this is
Wow.
New York City. We're not used to having snow in
Big
general.
Apple. The Big Apple.
We get one snowstorm a year now. And we
That
got,
ain't a snowstorm. If you can get around...
Oh, I would love to
Eric.
hear an avalanche cover this guy.
no kidding. Eric, you picked the wrong day to make fun of us. They're saying most snow ever.
Yeah.
Most snow ever.
They just figured out how to get rid of it.
I'm from the East Coast originally, so to me, unless the city's completely shut down, it's not that
It
bad.
doesn't shut down anymore, you fucking idiot. It's called machinery. They figured it out. They figured it out. If it happened in 1976, this would have shut down New York City for days.
Yeah, or at least, yeah.
They figured it out.
The
They
economy is okay, so we get the snow
The
removed.
salt and the plows get out there while it's still snowing, so it doesn't pile up. They have things called melters these days in Times Square. They pick it up in bulldozers, throw it in melters. It goes down the sewer as water. You don't even see snow in Times Square anymore.
You know what would have been good? To get pictures of Times Square this morning, because you can't even tell it snowed.
The communication between the plow drivers and their mission control is so good that they're not trying to plow the same streets. They're not missing streets. They have a system in place. They finally figured it out. The news hasn't. They still want you to go out and stock up on milk and canned goods and go out to the barn and gather up your eggs like it's Little House on the fucking Prairie.
Okay,
Don't worry. The day after a blizzard, the day after what they're calling the biggest blizzard in New York City history.
Most snow ever.
Everyone's getting into work. Everyone can leave their house. It's fine because we figured out how to get rid of snow.
I love the dopes that go right to the supermarket when these blizzards are coming, though.
What the fuck?
I think it's hilarious.
I had to get some lunch. I was like, maybe the store's going to be closed today, so I just went to buy some
What?
stuff.
Delivery was bad. Couldn't get delivery.
Well, I didn't buy milk and bread. I just bought like a sandwich and a couple of things in case it kept snowing.
What?
It kept snowing and stores were closed. I wanted to have dinner.
He didn't have anything in the
My
house.
refrigerator's empty, dude. It's awful.
Do you have a little empty refrigerator?
It's got nothing in it. It's got a mask from fucking Lush, a Lush mask, which I think is too old to use. It's probably all spores and fungi. And
I threw all my Lush soap away.
Lush
I love my Lush soap.
I hated my Lush
Why
soap.
don't you give it to me?
Gots.
And I really enjoyed my
What
Lush
a
soap.
waste of money that Lush soap
I enjoyed
was.
it. I still lather up with it.
When we went on our little field trip in Washington.
You remember
Brokeback soap fires.
You remember when we were kids, though, there was a big storm. See, this guy doesn't understand. It's the fact that when I came out, it was actually impressively well cleaned up. Mm-hmm. But I remember one year when I was a kid, it was bad snow, and we shut down for like 9 months. Do you remember that? It didn't, couldn't go out till August 8th.
I don't remember that one, Jimmy.
No?
It's a bad one.
Hot man on man love. Hello, is this Yellow Treats is not being visible? Would you like your cock sucked? I would, but could you please?
Excuse me. Can we stay focused here on my problem?
And by the way, the two fags in that stupid sex thing were more helpful than the AOL attack from Manila.
Hey, speaking of the snowstorm, really fast. So I'm watching the coverage on the news yesterday morning, and they're showing people in Times Square at 1:30 in the morning when the snow really started kicking in.
Yeah.
And they're just showing, Times Square and people walking around.
When was this?
About, they said this is about
Saturday night?
This would have been Friday late night. Oh, wait. Okay. No, yesterday was Sunday. I'm sorry.
Saturday
late night. Right. So they're saying, this is what Times Square looked like at 1:30 in the morning when the snow really started kicking in. And they're showing people walking around drunk and stuff. Our own E-Rock was captured on the news walking around Times Square.
Great.
I got to get it off my DVR.
E-Rock stumbling around Times Square?
No winter clothes on whatsoever. Didn't you know the storm was coming?
Yeah, I had a coat on. I had a coat and gloves. That was it.
They showed you and I guess a couple of your friends. You guys looked like you were hammered.
Yeah, we were.
They walked up to him with the mic, and this is what he said.
Is this on? Is this on? Is this on? Thanks, Dan.
Aren't you the producer for the Opie and Anthony show?
I bring nothing to the table.
Oh, okay.
I love my DVR because they just rewound that a bunch of times and just watched E-Rock.
It was definitely him?
Positive. No doubt in my mind. And I even emailed him immediately, and he wrote back, hey, what time was that at?
What were you doing in Times Square? Were you following John Voight into a movie theater?
The best part about that, when you wrote me back going, what time was that? There was a little paranoia in your text message or email or whatever.
Ooh.
Like, what time was that? I'm like, 1:30. He's like, oh, yeah, that was me. willing to admit that you were in Times Square at 1:30, but not willing to admit you were there at 3:30.
Little blizzard drinking?
Yeah, we were celebrating.
But the news caught him. It was pretty funny. All right, let's say hi to Chris in Florida. Chris.
Hey, morning, boys.
How much snow you got down there?
Didn't everybody?
I'm up in Toga. We didn't get hardly any snow at all. You guys got hammered. We got nothing.
That's what I love about doing a national talk show now.
Yeah.
We would be just talking about the blizzard all day.
Blizzard.
But now we just got a guy in Florida. How warm is it going to be today?
No, I'm in upstate New York.
Oh, it says Florida. Okay.
The hell?
And we didn't get squat.
All right. What do you got, Chris?
My dad's a clinical psychologist. He deals in a mental health clinic. He deals with mentally ill all the time. I made him listen to the replay for Friday. He is now a subscriber to XM Radio.
Really?
He laughed his balls off. He's getting his Rode XC today.
Let me ask you a question. What is the difference between a psychologist and a clinical psychologist, or is that just a title?
He works in a clinic, basically. All the fuckers who can't afford mental health, they come in.
Okay.
Those are the ones that are in real bad shape, by the way.
Yeah, he deals with schizophrenics all the time, and he laughed his balls off. It was hilarious.
That Schizo Bill bit was so freaking funny. We really, really enjoyed fucking with that guy for an hour. That's the beauty of satellite radio. You could go long form every once in a while, and experiment and take a big chance. We took a big chance. We said, you know what? The last hour of this show, fuck it. We're just going to mess with this guy and see how far we can take it. We didn't know where we were going to go with the bit. We didn't know how it was going to end. We just knew we had something there, and we just had to try it.
Who was in the beekeeper's outfit?
What beekeeper, sir?
Just as crazy as he was.
Yeah, we don't know. We don't know anyone in a beekeeper suit.
That's right.
All right, boys, punching out.
All right.
I don't know this beekeeper. I don't know what he does.
Here's the deal. Schizo Bill will be available on Audible.com later today.
Oh.
Just that bit. Just that 1 hour bit so you guys can spread the virus and send it to your pals that don't know about the Opie and Anthony show.
I walked out with Bill Burr Friday.
Knowing Bill, he was not happy.
Had the down the sidewalk. I've had these conversations with Bill too many times to count. The walk down the sidewalk, riddled with guilt conversation that Bill has with me. Like he really feels bad, but he can't stop. He's addressed the fact that he sits here, gets involved, but then there's a breaking point during the show, during the segment, where he feels very bad, thinks it goes too far, and leaves going home feeling badly. Tells his girlfriend about it. His girlfriend tells him to shut up. If you don't like it, don't do the show anymore. You know, things like he's a man in crisis every time he leaves this show.
Open and I had the same discussion. They said we were agreeing that we wish he would have hurt himself.
Somehow physically more than mentally.
It makes sense when you're doing it and you're in studio.
Yeah.
And then there are days you leave and you walk down the sidewalk and you see normal people that you know are not fans of the show, have no clue who you are.
Yeah.
And you just feel dirty. You feel like you have to go home and, like, scrub with Brillo.
I've over 10 years of doing the Opie and Anthony show, I have learned to rationalize things where I try to keep as guilt-free as possible while doing this show. It's a fine line.
Yeah.
But Bill, like, I don't need Bill telling me these things as we're walking down the sidewalk. Because then I start second-guessing myself and thinking and going, yeah, you know, maybe that was really mean.
You know what I do?
What?
I convince myself that I'm an actor.
Right.
And then I'm playing a
role.
Hey, what did you and Bill do? Did you guys stop in and get a manicure together and have your dresses pressed? I love the fact that we fucked with that creep, and we should continue to do it. Stop having a conscience.
I understand.
Nice Escalade, nice home you're moving into.
Look, I am
Keep fucking with people.
I am right here with you, Jimmy. I am right here with you. I'm not saying that I'm agreeing with Bill and I'm ready to abandon the show. I'm saying, Bill, shut the fuck up. You're bringing me down.
All right. I've had enough of Bill and his good heart.
Really?
Bill's not a sweet boy. Bill's a sociopath. You understand swimming under his pleasant smile and his chiseled jaw is a fucking sociopath? Do you understand that?
That stare that he had was creepy. The look he gave?
Which Bill?
Oh, you're talking about Bill
Burr.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Burr's a nut deep down. Yeah, there's a complete wacko.
No, I'm talking now about the stare
Psycho Bill. Okay.
that Schizo Bill had. That was very, very, very creepy. Well, the videos are up on opieandanthony.com from Friday's show. Lots and lots of video of Schizo Bill with the beekeeper coming in and out and all that fun stuff. My favorite part, by the way, and because it's radio, obviously it doesn't do it justice. Unless they got it on video, I don't know. I think the people on Pal Talk got to see it live. Pal Talk blowing up. We'll have to talk about that later.
Oh, yeah.
Now it's all about Pal Talk. People don't even acknowledge they're part of Whack Bag. I'm a Pal Talk guy.
Pal Talker.
It's kind of weird. But anyway, Anthony's interviewing Bill, Schizo Bill there. We already left the studio. I started that whole thing. I left first, and then I was trying to get everyone out. And Anthony was stuck in the studio and continued to interview him and made his seat go down slowly until he disappeared. I've never laughed harder from the other room in my life.
Yeah, he was really freaking out.
Because Anthony, just as normal as could be, still trying to interview him, and just slowly but surely he disappears in front of Bill's eyes.
And then he's, where did you go? Who's talking to me?
And now Anthony is carrying on a conversation under the console. He has his microphone under the console and he just continues the interview with him.
Poor fella.
And anybody that thought that guy was faking it or whatever, he sat in this studio all through the break in between the shows and into Ron and Fez's show. He sat in this room alone.
Right.
He's a fucking weird dude.
Talking to himself.
And what you didn't get to hear, because we went off the air Friday and then Ron and Fez started up, but Pal Talk got to see it. That's the beauty of this damn Pal Talk, to get a little extra show. Because we keep the mics on during breaks. You get to hear some stuff that maybe we shouldn't be telling you guys.
Yeah, and then when the show's over, you get to see the changeover between shows.
So the show ends, and you guys pretty much heard the ending of the show, and Schizo Bill was still sitting there. Then we decided to make believe we never did the show.
Yeah.
And Pal Talk, they all saw this, where we were coming and going, hey, what's up, Bill? We're going to interview you today. I'm Opie, and this is Anthony, and this is Jim Norton. And then we're taking breakfast orders and all this stuff and making believe we didn't even do a show yet. And he goes, I just did the show with you guys. And we have 2 clocks on the wall behind Jim Norton, and one's a West Coast clock. So it looks like it's morning.
Yeah.
And we're like, no, see the clock on the left? It's whatever time it would be, 8 in the morning or whatever. I'm like, no, it's 8 in the morning. We're starting in a little while. You need anything, Bill? You need coffee? He was so freaking confused.
Yeah, he didn't know what the hell was going on.
And we got him to sit through until Ron and Fez started, and then Ron and Fez did a half hour with him. So it was unbelievable. Someone's suggesting next time Schizo Bill comes in, we have half a Hulk face sitting in.
Oh, my God. Wow, would that just freak him out and not acknowledge him?
Yeah.
Make like he's just seeing him.
By the way, I can't wait to see what shows up on Friday.
Oh, yeah.
I think Game On
Game on.
I think we were starting to lose our American Mess contest.
Game on.
American Mess, we're looking for people like Schizo Bill or Half a Hulk Face or Scoliope. Looking for new freaks.
Scoliope. Best name ever.
Looking for new freaks for the Opie and Anthony show. Whether you're a freak, you got something wrong with you physically, mentally, we don't care. You got a special talent, like you can smoke cigarettes from your vag, we don't care.
Seen that.
And you're a guy.
It's a talent show, it's a freak show, it's everything. It's American Mess. And now I'm thinking because of Schizo Bill that the contest officially begins. I think now we're going to get some people.
Game on.
Game on. But the videos are up on opieandanthony.com. And the actual bit, just the 1 hour bit of Schizo Bill will be available on audible.com a little later this morning, I guess, okay?
Right.
Let's say hi to Lucky Strike. Lucky Strike, what's up?
Hey, what's up, boys?
Hey.
Hello.
Friday show, man. Unbelievable. I wish I had Power Talk so I could have watched all that craziness going in there. But did you hear when you guys were talking to him about his name? What was it, Martin? I guess, and he was like, "There is no Martin, only Bill."
Yeah.
If you remember from like Ghostbusters, there is no Dana, only Zool.
Oh okay.
I believe that was his inner one coming out.
Yeah.
Head of his. Anthony.
Yeah.
Do you listen to old time radio on the XM there?
Like what? The 50s? The 40s?
No, there's an actual channel called Old Time Radio or something like that.
Is it? I have no idea how many different fucking channels.
Where it's the old radio serials.
Real? Oh.
You got to check it out. It's hilarious.
Wow, I got to check that out.
You do. I can't remember the station or what, but it's old time radio. You can't miss it, man. You need to check it out.
When I was a kid, I remember one of the ways I used to be punished was that I wouldn't be allowed to watch TV. So I got bad grades one time, and I wasn't allowed to watch TV for like a month. So I was listening to old... They were still doing radio shows. They were doing them in the 70s, too, like on-air serials, I guess they're called, or radio show, whatever they're called, series.
Yeah.
And I got to listen to it when I was like, it was kind of interesting. You kind of got hooked on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, there's no more to that story. I mean, it really was when it was like in the late 70s or early 80s.
It's neat, man. I think you'll like it, Ant. You guys rule, man.
All right. We got an update on Schizo Bill. Bill.
Hey, what's going on?
You're not the Bill, though.
No, I'm not the Bill. There's too many Bills in this equation. But...
Yeah, I know.
There's Bill Burr, who was freaked out by the Schizo Bill bit, and now there's Bill from Cleveland, who drove... you're the one that drove him down?
Yeah.
So another Bill drove him down?
Yeah.
All right, so what happened after the show?
Well, we got outside. He looked at me and he goes, "Did I win?"
Did I win?
And I told him that he lost to a guy named that looked like Brian Dennehy.
Yeah. So is he all right?
Yeah, he's all right. I was a little weirded out when when the replay came back on. He started shivering real bad, and I'm like, "Oh, this isn't good." But
oh no,
he was shivering really bad. But he just said he was cold. But I had lunch with him yesterday, and he seemed all right. He was real happy. He got over 100 friends on MySpace, so he's just happy as can be.
Yeah, join his MySpace account.
It's Schizo Bill. It's myspace.com/Schizo Bill, I think, right?
I think so.
Let's confirm that so we give the right plug.
Let's get this guy a lot of friends, because he gave us an hour of unbelievable radio.
It's myspace.com/Schizo Bill, SKITZBILL.
Oh, he spelled it okay. And by the way, it's funny, speaking of MySpace, Patrice never calls me or anybody else, and this is what this self-centered asshole calls me with from Chicago. If it makes sense, could you mention on the show that I took over the MySpace thing that guy started for me?
Oh, he did?
Yeah, so this pompous ass wants you to know that if you join Patrice O'Neill's MySpace, you're really talking to him. So I would like you all to rush out Patrice O'Neill on MySpace. It is now him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was a fake Patrice.
Yeah, but now you can have the real Patrice not respond to you.
So I read Whackbag all weekend long. I mean, it was one of those bits where it made me go on Whackbag.
Yeah.
To check out what everyone was thinking and stuff, and rave reviews on the Schizo Bill thing.
People seem to enjoy it.
And I think you posted a few times, and you said that he slept all the way back to Cleveland?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, he woke up when the replay was on.
Right.
And Bill Burr actually emailed me and asked for his address because he wants to send him CDs because he feels so bad. He said, "I want to send him CDs and apologies."
Oh, that's going to help. That's
Yeah.
going to help. We drove this guy on the brink of killing himself and everybody in studio, and Bill Burr thinks he'll make everything okay by sending him a comedy seat.
And I can't wait until Schizo Bill hears his act and steals it, and then Bill Burr tries to confront him, and the guy with the mixed personalities bites his face, chews half of it off. He just holds Burr like in a bear hug and chews his face and does his act back to him. Dude, I say that because I wanted you to enjoy it.
Hey, Bill, thanks for giving us gold on Friday.
Hey, no problem.
Radio gold.
Anything for the virus.
Thanks, sweetie.
Yeah, and it'll be up on Audible.com, like we're saying, and people could download it and send it to their friends, I guess. All right, Bill.
All right, see ya.
I can't wait to see what happens on Friday. Remember, it's an open call for American Mess. You just show up. We got promos running like crazy with all the details, okay?
Right.
And check out the videos of Schizo Bill on OpieandAnthony.com. People are starting to check those out this morning. Chris, what's up?
Hi, Opie. Hi, Anthony. Hey, how you guys doing?
Pretty good.
Right.
Good. Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, Chris.
Opie, I was just calling to find out if you were related to that Skeeter who's replacing Michelle Kwan.
Yes, Emily.
Yes. Is she a member of your family?
She's one of my cousins. We went over this last Olympics. Sarah Hughes won the gold.
Sarah.
And now her little sister, Emily Hughes, is in the Olympics because Michelle Kwan's a crybaby. She pulled a groin muscle or something. Blah, blah, blah. Wah, wah, wah. Goodbye. Go home.
Well, I just want to say good luck to her, and I hope she goes all the way to gold.
All right, man. A lot of talent in my family. I appreciate it.
All right. Bye-bye. You guys suck.
All right. Bye, Chris. Here's Michelle Kwan dropping out of the Olympics.
The Olympics hopes are dashed for Michelle Kwan. We got some inkling of this yesterday. She actually had a bad practice, didn't go through her whole routine. She gave a short press conference after that, talked about how her body really wasn't feeling up to par. Now, she came back today to give the bad news. She was pulling out because of injury. Now, Kwan was really quite composed as she came out to read a short statement, answer some questions from reporters. She almost choked up at one point when she was talking about the toughest decision she ever had to make.
I have no regrets. I tried my hardest, and if I don't win the gold, it's okay. You know, I've had a great career. I've been very lucky, and, you know, this is a sport, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, goodbye.
It's not a sport. I'm
Goodbye.
sorry.
Figure skating?
Yeah, do it in the park and shut your face. She made an 8.
An 8.
Fucking cares.
An 8? What are you talking about?
Figure 8.
Jesus, an 8.
That was the last time you watched the Olympics.
Exactly. Why would I?
An 8.
An 8.
It's racist.
Now, it's a very difficult day for Michelle Kwan, who made her decision sometime after 2 a.m. At 25 years old, she'll probably never have another chance for an Olympic gold, even though she has both bronze and silver. Now, United States Olympic Committee Chairman Peter Ueberroth calls her a true champion.
Michelle Kwan means more to the United States Olympic Committee than maybe any athlete that's ever performed for the United States Olympic Committee.
Stop it.
Why?
Well, Emily Hughes will be taking the place of Michelle Kwan. There's obviously a lot of weight on her shoulders as she heads from her home in Long Island over to here to Torino. As for Kwan, she was really very gracious through all that. Even yesterday after she had that bad practice, she said, hey, this is a sport. What we do is entertain people, try to have fun doing it.
That's gracious. That fucking hack response. Hey, you know, I did the best I could. Yeah, that's really gracious. That fucking hack emotion.
Goodbye, Michelle Kwan. You guys watching the Olympics?
How is she the most important athlete ever? I don't get it.
Not getting a gold medal and dropping out because she's injured.
She hurts her twat. How about the fucking? How about the team that beat the Russians in 1980? Weren't they a little more important?
Maybe
Right.
For the
How
Winter
about-
Olympics.
Who was that little girl that did the
Mary Lou Retton.
No,
she's
that
my
fire
favorite.
plug.
Tara Lipinski?
No, little cute
Nadia
Tara
Comaneci?
Lipinski. No, the one that hurt her leg and still did the vault.
Oh,
Carrie Strug.
Carrie Strug.
Carrie Strug. And,
yeah, but that's like Summer Olympics.
I know, but it's the same thing. She was injured, and she still did her job.
That's right.
Not like this.
Was Eric
drop
Heiden?
out.
What about Eric Heiden?
What about him exactly?
He won everything.
But she's the most important. She fucking hurts herself giving a happy ending somewhere, and she can't compete. Oh, me vagina hurt. Me vagina hood.
What a way to go out. You have to admit to the world that you pulled your twat.
Pulled your twat muscle.
What happened? I don't know. I was exercising. I got my lip caught in my fucking ankle bracelet.
Jesus. I don't think that's what happened.
When I was doing it, she was probably doing like one of those, you know how they do, like they'll go in a circle and they spin on the thing on the right foot?
Yeah.
She did a split on the ice and she came up and a hunk of ice came with her. And her lips act like a suction cup, so she has fucking freezer burn in her box and had to drop out. That's what happened.
You guys watching the Winter Olympics, though?
Not a piece of it I haven't watched
yet.
yet.
The Flying Tomato?
The Flying Tomato, the snowboarder?
Yeah, he won gold last night. Thank you, CNN. Thank you, NBC. Your coverage stinks. I want to get into the Winter Olympics. I want to watch. I really do.
You want to actually get in. I was going to say it's a little late.
As what?
Well, the Flying Tomato, he had to do a second run, right, in snowboarding to qualify for the finals, and then he kicks ass, right? But if he fucked up in his second run, he wasn't going to be in the finals, which was like, because he was the favorite.
Yeah.
So then he gets into the finals, and then stupid Bob Costas jumps on TV and like, we'll show you the finals a little later, but first it's time to check out the luge.
Eek.
And then I go, well, all right, how exciting could the luge be? You've seen one, you've seen them all.
Well, it could be real exciting if it's the two-man luge. Hot two-man luge action.
Right. How do you decide you're good at that?
Yeah. How do you practice?
You're in the tub one day fucking your boyfriend and you go, you know, this would be fun to do it 90 miles an hour.
Someone is suggesting that Michelle Kwan is like the Buffalo Bills of skating. Kind of true.
Yeah.
Kind of true.
Can't close the deal.
She was a favorite many, many times and just blew it. Choked under pressure a lot. That's what Michelle Kwan was good at.
Yep. Not the most important athlete ever for the Winter Olympics, you groveling committee.
So I'm watching the luge going, what parent would allow their kids to get into the sport of luging?
Yeah.
It has to be irresponsible parents.
How many in a luge?
Encouraging.
Huh?
How many in a luge? How many people?
Well, there's the one and the two.
You could go one or the two.
They're like teams, like 5?
And you're basically...
That's the bobsled.
You're basically on your back on a sled going down the tube thing, 90 miles an hour with your groin exposed.
Yeah.
Who the fuck would want to do that?
Your groin exposed to two big hook-like things at the front of the luge.
Right.
I don't get it either.
And then, like, some dude, they were showing him, and he came in 4th place by, like, 100th of a second.
Yeah.
And then the announcers had the audacity to say, I guess he just didn't have it in him this time.
What? The 100th of a second?
Right.
Is that really his fault?
Right.
Why don't they just...
I guess he didn't push off hard enough.
Yeah.
You have to get a fat partner because you're going downhill. The fucking fatter your friend is, the faster you're going to go. That's the key. Get 2 big fatzos.
Well,
Fat luge.
Well, that's what Anthony brought up. It's like the two-man luge has got to be the gayest sport ever. I challenge you right now, find a gayer sport than the two-man luge.
You're wearing little uniforms, the thickness of saran wrap. Ooh. Big cock is showing through it. And they just, all right. Get on me.
And gravity is pulling you down into your partner's tailbone.
Jump on. They're holding on tight.
Right.
That is really a gay sport.
So anyway, I wanted to see if the Flying Tomato won the snowboarding thing.
Yeah.
So I go to Larry King because I'm like, all right, I'm done with the Olympics for a little while. I'll go back. And I'm watching the Growing Pains reunion that Larry had. And all of a sudden, the goddamn scroll got me.
It did.
Scroll got me.
Yeah.
Flying Tomato wins the gold medal in Turin or whatever the place is.
They reamed it for you.
Will you please just do the Olympics in real time? Please?
No.
Just run it.
They tape everything.
I would DVR the crap out of it and watch it when I want. A little later. I don't know.
They tape it all, and then you can't watch anything else because they scroll.
And then they tease it for hours. To get to get the best parts of the Olympics every night, you got to wait till the last half hour, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
The rest is just filler bullshit, qualifying crap.
But before, we'll go to the qualifying of the snowball throwing competition. Oh, great. Good.
But these sports are crazy. I mean, the ski jump, how do you get into that?
That looks pretty cool.
One day you just decide, I'm going to just jump.
Hurl myself off a ramp.
Do you ever see these ramps, how steep they are?
They're amazing.
No one in their right mind would just do that.
And they make a little airfoil out of themselves.
Right.
And they go really, really far.
Do they still have the most ridiculous sport?
What
the
is
one
that?
where it's cross-country skiing, and then they stop
shooting.
Then they stop to shoot at targets, and then get back on their skis to the next target.
Ew, do they really?
Yeah.
I think they finally got rid of that sport.
I hear Dick Cheney tried to qualify for that one. First Dick Cheney shooting joke. It's official.
Yeah, we'll get into the Dick Cheney thing in a little while. Is that sport still happening, though? I don't even know the name of it. It's cross-country skiing, and then you have the biathlon.
The biathlon.
That's what it's called? And then you stop and do some target shooting.
Yeah, you cross-country ski
and then out of
shoot.
nowhere, you just stop and shoot.
You got to shoot.
With the gun you're carrying.
You cross-country ski with the gun over your back and a little sling, and you do that. I don't know. It was popular in a James Bond movie.
It's like a scene at a cliffhanger.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, my God, it's still happening. You know, there's a website of events they no longer do in the Olympics. It would be worth finding today. I know the Winter Olympics had the Summer Olympics had some crazy events they finally had to get rid of.
Do they do curling still? Do they still
sweep?
Where they throw that weight down the ice and then the two guys sweep in front of it?
Yeah. Ew, what is that?
It's a ridiculous-looking Canadian sport.
It's the second most popular sport in Canada, I do believe.
There's hockey and then curling.
Right.
Enough with the ice. Can you fucking live without the ice up
Could
there?
you go inside and bowl people?
Jesus, everything in Canada has to revolve around ice. Play ice chess. What the fuck's the matter with you people? Get over it. It's cold.
They're just moving little ice cubes around.
Yeah. Oh, check. Get a hold of yourself.
Checky.
That is very funny.
What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's play some mitten tossing. That's what they do in the summer. Things that revolve around mittens and hats that they can't wear that they miss.
Hey, throw me your toque.
Let's play hide the snow shovel, eh?
Yeah, that's it. Print that up. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, where you have to sweep really fast, and then the announcers, well, I guess they didn't have it in them this year. They didn't sweep.
For what, sweeping fast enough?
They didn't sweep well enough.
I don't know what the sweeping is.
I don't get that either. I don't want to know what it's about, so don't call in with that.
It's like bocce.
Tom in Indiana. Tom.
Yeah, you couldn't TiVo. I tried to TiVo the opening ceremonies, and it won't let you. I tried to record it on a VHS tape, and it just blanked it out.
Are you kidding?
What do you mean? Why?
No.
Some kind of
I have no idea.
Type of wizardry are they doing over there at the Olympics?
See, I'm looking forward to one of the greatest things is Olympic hockey. Everyone knows I'm a hockey fan, but Olympic hockey is so much more exciting than the NHL. It's not even funny. And what are they going to? What are they going to do? I want those games in real time. I don't want to fucking have to see that the United States lost or won on a scroll somewhere
and then watch it.
And then watch it. It's not worth it to me. Just are they showing this anywhere in real time? They used to in the past get some obscure cable channel to run some of this stuff in real time.
Yeah, and then 3 in the morning you could tune in and watch some sports.
Why can't you DVR it or TiVo it?
Well, they might have some kind of block on it.
For what?
No, the problem is by the time they do any coverage, these events are long over.
Yeah.
And I mean, we live in a day and age now where you can't even turn on your computer without getting Olympic results. Run on AOL, bam, there it is.
Yep.
Yeah, so you don't even have a choice if you want to just live in the world we live in.
Yeah, you go to check your mail and boom.
I go outside to get the stupid newspaper and they're scrolling Olympic results on the top of cabs. It's a different world now, so just show this stuff in real time. Because you can't avoid
you can't avoid it.
You can't avoid the results. There was a time you could. 20 years ago, you didn't have the computers really and all this other stuff.
TV, newspaper, and a radio.
Right, but now it's everywhere.
Everywhere. Hi, I'd like to order some peaches. Well, where's the Olympic results?
No, shut up.
Yeah.
I challenged people to the gayest sport ever, and we thought it was two-man luge, right?
Yeah.
Well, Matt has one in Indiana. Matt?
What's going on, guys?
Hey, man.
Hey, a couple observations on the Olympics. Number one, there is one sport gayer than the luge, the male double luge, I should say.
Yeah.
That's figure skating, of course. And
male figure skating.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when the guy gets out there alone.
Ooh.
Like male singles, do they do that?
I don't know.
Is there just a guy that goes out there and goes through his over-dramatic arm movements and
The only thing gayer than that is when they finally go into load catching, where people just fucking dump loads in their hands and throw it, and you have to catch it like a seal grabbing a fish.
On ice, yeah?
One more thing, I was surprised to see Rocky Dennis win the snowboarding.
That's really good.
Take it easy,
A
guys.
flying tomato does look like Rocky Dennis a little bit.
Something is been happening with my mic the past couple of weeks.
What?
It.
Oh, I know.
Listen to that.
You might not want to touch that.
Yeah, no shit.
You might not want to touch that.
That didn't happen.
Have you asked for it to be fixed?
No.
Okay, well,
because I forget what.
do that again.
Well, you guys have.
Yeah, touch that. Yeah, I don't think that's going to cause a tumor or anything.
That's great. It's like I'm talking into a fucking taser.
And me and Oprah just feeling ours, and we're going, all right, well, at least it doesn't happen with mine.
Now,
Yeah, I
it
don't
doesn't.
give a shit.
It doesn't happen when I. Yeah, okay. When I touch the bottom metal part, not when I touch the foamy part.
But it doesn't go over the air either. It's just in
It
here.
doesn't.
It doesn't go over the air?
All
That's
right, people. Then you didn't hear that.
That's
But it goes
kinda
like
stupid.
this. I'll do it for you.
It's a shock noise.
Yeah, shock noise.
Steve from Waxbag. Steve?
Yeah, Opie, the ice hockey games are being shown live on
Oh,
USA, MSNBC. I believe coverage starts tomorrow.
Oh, great.
And USA is on at about 3:30 in the afternoon, but coverage starts like 4:30 in the morning, so get up early.
I'm telling you, if you have any interest in hockey in general, watch Olympic hockey. The rinks are much bigger, so there's so much more action.
This is gold.
I taped all the games last time, and I'm doing it again this year. So
all right.
that'll work.
Thank you.
I love this.
Yeah, I remember. I'm glad they found this. The 10 oddest former Olympic events. These are events they used to do, and they just said, you know what, this is just stupid.
These are some of the lamest events.
These were actual events, though, in the Olympics. You want to read through
You
these?
could be an Olympic gold medalist in tug of war.
From 1900 to 1920 in the Olympics, they did tug of war.
Were they wearing those striped one-piece bathing suits on a beach somewhere? Entertainment for West County cider heads during the summer fete. What is that?
I have no idea. It's FETE with like a half of a
with a hat over one of the E's.
Good, exactly. Well, no, it's a crooked hat. It's like a crooked hat. It looks like the bottom corner of a square turned on its side over the E.
Let's see. First tug of war in 500 BC. Modern Olympic rules: a team of 8 had to pull the opposition 6 feet to win. But if no such drama had occurred after 5 minutes, the side who would pull their opponent the furthest triumphed. London 1908 saw the sport at its most intense when America was beaten in just a few short seconds by Great Britain. That's fantastic.
Wait, it's great, though. The unhappy losers accused Team Great Britain, all of them policemen, of wearing illegal spiked boots.
Oh.
So we offered them a rematch in our socks and still stuffed them.
Wow. That is exciting. Olympic tug of war.
Talk about homoerotic, because the team, you're all like pulling back, and you're all close together, ass on dick, a bunch of men sweating and pulling.
Pulling and sweating.
And pulling as a big team, as one unit.
Big cracker in the middle. Motorboating was an Olympic sport in 1908.
That only lasted 1 year.
How is that showing athleticism?
I don't know, but it seemed to work well in Modesto.
Yeah, the Modesto Olympics. Oh, making good his dismount.
You see the way he ties the cinder block there? That guarantees the body sinks immediately.
Motorboating.
Wow. Top speed, 19 miles an hour. Back in 1908.
Wow. Lousy British weather meant 6 out of the 9 scheduled races were canceled. A first-rate flop all around and never to be repeated.
Right.
Motorboating.
And then they tried cricket in 1900. For 1 year, they tried the old game of cricket.
Yeah.
And this is a weird sport.
What is this?
They did it in 1904 and 1932.
They decided to bring it back in 32?
Yeah. It was an Olympic event called club swinging.
Club swinging? What the hell is this?
Look, it's funny the way they start. Not, in fact, a night out for bored couples.
I get it.
It's not that.
No.
It's an event that involves swinging a club festooned with ribbons very quickly around the body and head in a complicated routine. At the 1932 Games, American George Roth displayed a level of dedication seldom seen in the modern Olympic era. It was the Great Depression, and Roth was unemployed and hungry, yet he won gold. Seconds after being awarded his medal in front of 60,000 spectators, he walked out of the stadium in Los Angeles and hitchhiked home.
That's the old days, man.
Solo synchronized swimming they did in 1992.
Solo synchronized?
That's one of those, what
doesn't make much sense.
That's one of those oxymorons.
Oxymoron. Yeah, because synchronized swimming is all about doing the same thing everyone else is doing. It's just looking like an idiot in the water if you're alone.
Yeah.
Tumbling.
Tumbling was an event in 1932.
Jesus.
Man, there was another event where people had to dive down as far as they can in the water.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And it was getting close to the point where people were, drowning and dying, so they had to get rid of that sport. It's not on this list, unfortunately. I saw it on another list of wacky Olympic events. Tumbling, Anthony, what's that one about? 1932 they did this.
Certain black and white era mat events, hands-up calisthenics, had all the aerobic verve of school gymnastics certificate 6, which I recall featured skill at... Who's writing these? Had all the aerobic verve of school gymnastics certificate 6.
Whatever that means.
What's that? Forward roll, gravity defying, standing up, tumbling, however, was no such primary school farce. American Roland Flip Wolf took gold in L.A. thanks to his revolutionary backflip with double twist, only to see the event flick-flacked off the floor and into gymnastic history in 1932.
You think if Heather Mills did a somersault, she would roll like one of those gym balls that was like uneven and like loppy?
A little too much weight on one side. The rope climb. Boy, they sure gave this a chance. Brought it back 5 times. 1896, 1904, 1906, 1924, 1932. They tried to bring back the rope climb.
1932 Olympics sucked. It had that. It had tumbling. It had the club swinging. Jesus, what a awful Olympics.
I guess it was just climbing a rope. Climb a rope was to shin up to the top of your rope. And I guess whoever did it fastest?
Well, but then only, in 1896, only 2 climbers made it to the summit, prompting officials to send the rope back for alterations.
Sounds great. Here's my favorite sport. They should bring this back. I'm sure Peter would love this. Live pigeon shooting.
That rocks.
1900. They shot pigeons. That's what they did.
300 poor defenseless pigeons, to be precise.
300.
Wow.
Pest control fans watched in Oz Belgium's Lion de London won gold, bagging himself a healthy 21 birds. And presumably a place in RSPB's most wanted list. I don't know what that is either.
Respect pigeons, bitch.
1906, pistol dueling. Hey, you know who'd be good at this?
Who?
Dick Cheney.
Two Dick Cheney jokes so far.
That's right.
Let's see how many we could get in today. Pistol dueling, but this one entry is too good to leave out. Instead of shooting at each other, participants shot at dummies in fancy frock coats with a bullseye embroidered on the chest. The event never appeared on the Olympic list again, but qualifies here for its exhilarating oddity. And then they did long jump for horses.
Horses long jump? Who? Was there someone on the horse? Because it seems like this is for the horse. Like this is your horse a medal winner?
Dune.
That's
Dune.
I don't know. So there you go. Let's say hi to Tony in New Jersey. Tony.
Yeah.
What's up?
Barrel jumping. I remember when I was a kid, we used to have barrel jumping, where the guy used to jump over barrels.
Oh, yeah, they would skate and then jump over the barrels. They don't still do that?
Wait, they got rid of that one?
They got rid of that one. They don't do that no more.
I remember that one when we were
that was
growing
fun
up.
when they'd miss.
That was the best sport because if they didn't miss, they'd add another barrel until the guy,
Yeah, until he
landed
finally...
his nut bag.
Yeah, exactly. Nuts first on the top of the barrel.
Yeah. One other thing, that microphone thing, it does go out over the air.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
All right,
I didn't mean to hang up on you. Call back. Kevin in Jersey. Kevin, what's up?
Hey, last night during the luge, they had a German guy on there, which they called the White Sausage. And as he's going, because he's wearing a whole white uniform, as he's going down, my wife was sitting next to me. Goes, Jesus, look at his cock. No wonder they call him the White Sausage.
They're wearing these suits that are supposed to be very aerodynamic.
So it has to be as tight as possible.
Tight and as thin as possible.
They would do it naked if they could.
Yeah. It
With their
looks like
dicks.
they're just covered in a thin coating of latex.
If they could, they would just duct tape their penis down and go naked.
Would you luge with me?
Would you?
I'd luge with me. Would you? You need some help with that luge? Would you? Look a little handicapped there. Thank you.
So your wife commented on that, sir?
Yeah, she was pretty excited. I tried to explain to her that's probably not what NBC meant.
Yeah.
The luge guy.
Hopefully she doesn't say that during the horse jumping.
All right, Kevin, thanks.
The white sausage. He's the guy that rolls over on his belly to stop at the end of the run.
They probably call him that because he's a big dick. His friends probably call him that like they call Randy Johnson the big unit because he has a huge cock.
Right.
That's why his name is that.
And he gets in that white suit.
Yeah.
He got his big dick in there. Sure.
And the stupid Germans, that's their idea of funny. Oh, look, the white sausage, the big sausage. The white sausage is here. Zell!
Zell! Let's say hi to Scott in North Carolina. Scott.
Hey, good morning, boys. How y'all doing?
Pretty good, buddy.
All right, I got a sport that's gayer than figure skating, and it should be on that list of extinct sports, but it's that freestyle skiing. They're on a slightly sloped slope, and they're just kind of dancing around and using the poles to spring up in the air.
Yeah, it's like ski ballet. It's almost like they want to be on skates and do figure skating stuff on skis.
Yeah,
Boy, that is a good one, sir, because that is really gay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely not going to be trying out for that.
This
Y'all
just
have a good
in.
one.
Thanks.
They have
Fucking out.
equestrian dressage as an event.
What?
And it's horse dancing. You get on your horse, and do you know anything more about this, Stan? Because Stan gave me that. Equestrian dressage?
Dressage, actually.
Dressage?
Yes.
I pronounced that right. You didn't put the accent thing over the A.
Exactly.
Apologize.
Way to correct the boss.
Who knows?
I'm helping.
I'm glad I didn't know how that was pronounced.
No, just call Anthony stupid in front of two countries. Who cares?
Dressage.
You shouldn't know that.
I absolutely shouldn't. And that's the one where someone's on a horse and they make the horse just prance around.
Yeah, and sort
gaily.
of crisscross his feet and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
Yuck. Faggot horse.
Fuck a man in the ass and send him to the hospital.
Oh, douchey horse. You're trying to get it to dance. It's whinnying. Fucking hate horses.
All right. We should take a break, don't you think?
Right? It's our
Your
Olympic
hair is messy,
coverage.
Ope. Jesus.
I know. I just
Got a
took
cap on.
I just took my hat off.
We get that static electricity where your hair's all every which away.
It was one of those days. Fuck the shower. Just go to work.
I never shower before I come here.
With
ever.
Bed head.
Never, ever.
No, why would I?
Yeah.
I go home, take a nap, then shower.
Showers for nighttime.
Well, we mentioned the curling thing. Bill in Connecticut. We mentioned curling.
Yeah.
That's the sweep sport, right? Bill? Bill?
Bill.
All right.
Bill.
Where's the stopwatch? I'm going for the record today.
Oh, who has the record so far? Jimmy?
Fucking Jimmy, a minute 57.
Of course.
How long? A minute 57?
Yeah, I laugh at his record.
You think you
have
could
the
make
time.
2
Don't
minutes?
look at my penis.
Just let him look at it. So what? It's only for work.
All right,
you
we'll
can
take
make
a break. We'll continue with the Opie and Anthony show in just a bit. Yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
Yeah.
Let's say hi to Kent, the movie guy. Kent, what's up?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Pretty good. How are you today, bro?
I'm good. Yeah, got a bunch of new rumors, bunch of new gossip about new movies coming out in the near future.
Well, I'm very excited. That's all well and fine, Kent, but I'm very excited at the movie that was #1 this week in the box office.
That's right.
Which one?
What do you think was #1?
King Kong?
No.
Yeah, good job, Jimmy.
#1.
Pink Panther, of course.
Brokeback.
No, Pink Panther.
And here comes the headline. Here comes the headline, everybody.
A
Pink
nation.
Panther claws its way to top spot.
You know
yeah,
what?
boy, was it garbage.
You can't fault Hollywood for making it. God damn it. The American public, you dumb motherfuckers. Hollywood knows how stupid you are.
They sat there and watched that piece of shit.
Good.
And probably all laughed. Look at them falling down the stairs.
Fucking assholes. But Hollywood, you know what? They're in the business to make money, not have integrity. And if this dog shit didn't make money, they wouldn't make it. And you fucking dummies out there that are going to see the Pink Panther, I hope everyone who went and saw that was somehow paralyzed in a car accident on the way home. You and your fucking dates. Assholes.
But Jimmy, does that include me?
No, because there's a difference between you're going to actually review something and, well, you know the difference. You
know what?
Yeah.
People
You know
just
what,
going to
though?
laugh.
Nothing else was in the movie theater, though.
Exactly, which is better.
That's the problem.
It's a weird time of year. I went to my movie theater 2 or 3 times in the last week, I guess, just wanting to see a movie. I'm like, I've either seen the movies that they have listed, and then the rest of them, like, I don't want to see any of this crap.
So you didn't sit through anything?
I'm not going to sit through the Pink Panther. I refuse. I refuse to sit through that.
Do you think they put it out at a time when they knew nothing else was really happening?
Of course. Here's the thing that happened with the Pink Panther. They made it over a year ago. I mean, it's been done for forever. What happened was Sony bought MGM, and it ended up sitting on a shelf. This movie was done, and Steve Martin was able to go shoot another movie and release it before this movie came out.
Sitting on a shelf?
It was sitting
Look,
on a
I
shelf.
said shelf.
Oh,
Funny.
I said a shelf.
No, shelf.
That's a funny everyman
That is
look
what
you
I
have.
said. Shelf.
Oh, you got it
Shut
just
up.
right.
All right, hold on a minute. We got a guy. I'm going to put him on the line with you. George in Colorado saw the movie. George?
Yeah, a friend of mine's a manager at an AMC theater, and he got me in for free.
No excuses.
No excuses. I know. I walked out 15 minutes into the movie and told him I wanted my money back for my popcorn and soda. It sucked so bad.
Good job. You tell him.
What was the part that made you go, you know what, this ain't getting any better. I got to get the hell out of here.
The whole fucking thing.
Really?
It just, I don't even remember what I thought. It was so bad. And to make matters worse, it was a matinee show, and a bunch of fucking schwoogies were in there and would not shut up.
Oh, of course they were in there. Beyonce's in the movie.
Colorado?
Why wouldn't they be in there?
Oh, fuck. That made it even worse yet. It's like I walked out. I said, not only did not shut up, the movie sucked. And my friend was like, man, I'm sorry. He says, you know.
Yeah.
He said, and I talked to him last night, and he said the movie isn't even selling out. So I don't see how it's number one.
It's not.
Well, it made 21.
No, it only made 21 million. I mean, you know, usually a movie when it's number one for the weekend makes a lot more than that.
Yeah.
But it's a slow movie season right
Well,
now.
you got the Olympics dropping on Friday. Most people stay in. Plus, weather is
Sir,
bad
did
around
you
this
just
time.
use the word drop?
Yeah.
Sir,
What?
the only thing that should drop. I don't even want to do the joke. I apologize. It was going to be completely tasteless and just no reason.
Of course it was.
And there'd be no reason for it.
Did you just censor yourself?
Only because it was like one of those things you're going to say. It's like, this is so out of place and so for no reason to do a miscarriage joke in the middle of a movie review.
Yes. I knew that miscarriage
Of
joke was
course.
coming.
And I couldn't word it properly fast enough.
Feel free next time.
All right.
Go ahead and interrupt me. This weekend, though, you got some good movies. You got, God, my brain is freezing, Night Watch, which is a Russian film that is going to blow everyone away.
No,
Why?
it's not.
Why is this going to blow everyone away?
It is. It's a Russian film that is like in the same vein as The Matrix. It's got amazing special effects, really cool story.
What do they know about special effects over there?
Yeah, they do, though. That's
Oh, it's great. Much better than your American movies. We do everything better. You watch. Russian movie will be so much better.
No, I seriously, I sat through the film, and I was amazed the whole time. It was just unbelievable, mind-boggling.
Subtitles?
Cool. It is subtitled.
That's it. I like going to the movies and reading. I want to read for 2 hours. That's what I like to do.
Gosh.
I'll have to wait for the dubbed version.
That's going to be awful. Dang, I'm really bombing here.
No, you're not. You just talk about movies, dude. I'm serious. There's no bombing or killing. You're just discussing film. There's no way to.
Okay, cool. I'm nervous. I'm a nervous Nancy.
What else came out?
You had Firewall with Harrison Ford. It wasn't a perfect film, but it was probably the best thing that came out.
I'm hearing it's getting good reviews.
It's getting mixed reviews. A lot of people are saying it's stupid, it's really, not well written, it's contrived, it's boring. A lot of other people, on the other hand, are saying this is exactly what we need at this time. It's a little bit of action, just, to throw out there. And a lot of people like seeing Harrison Ford back up on the screen.
I don't
After
know.
his past couple bombs, K-19 bombed, and, Hollywood Homicide bombed.
You know what movie I want to see? I'm going to go to my artsy theater where they serve the smoked salmon sandwiches.
Smoked salmon
Instead
sandwich.
of popcorn, you get a smoked salmon sandwich.
And what are you going to see?
Why We Fight.
That's a good movie.
It is?
That's a good movie. All my friends that have seen it have
Pretty much a
just said
documentary
good
on
things.
war.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, and why we fight.
Wow. By the way, the Rotten Tomatoes, 88% are bad, and man, are they fucking great. Just castrations of that douchebag Steve Martin.
Yeah, the best website for movie reviews, RottenTomatoes.com by far.
Yeah.
Here's
you
one.
got to give it up to them for just giving you the truth, because a lot of critics just won't. The mainstream critics just won't pan something. They won't give in and say, "Hey, this really, really sucks." You got to find those niche, critics like myself and several other guys that'll just give you the brutal, honest truth. Because,
like you're doing today.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are going to say,
Pretty
"Hey,
outrageous."
It's great." We have
Really going out on a limb.
show, so we got to say it's amazing. It sucks.
Well, dude, there's one right here from the Chicago Sun-Times. He's getting blasted in real publications.
Yep.
At every moment in the movie, I was aware that Peter Sellers was Clouseau and Steve Martin was not. I hadn't realized how thoroughly Sellers and Edwards had colonized my memory. The LA Weekly said, that's a stupid one. WaffleMovies.com. I think I have laughed more at funerals, which is somewhat appropriate for this movie. The Pink Panther is a funeral for Steve Martin's dignity and soul.
Wow.
Filmcritic.com. Steve Martin should have his SAG card revoked for even attempt to fill Sellers' shoes. That's exactly what you did, shithead.
You could kind of spin those, though, to be positive.
Writer.
Yeah, you possibly can. Maybe Seller had smelly feet. Sellers, he's trying to... that was awful.
I think there might have been some humorous funerals somewhere at some time.
Movie Mom at Yahoo Movies. This is less like Peter Sellers and Blake Edwards and more like Ernest Goes to Paris.
Whoa. Well, a couple of those Ernest movies got a chuckle out of me.
They were terrific.
Arizona Republic. The Pink Panther doesn't mess around. It goes south in a hurry.
Let's say hi to Momo. Momo!
Hey, good morning, boys.
What's up, Momo?
Hey, first of all, Daddy, I've been a bad boy, and I need you to spank me. Jimmy?
Why?
I've been a bad boy. Can you help me?
Sure.
Anyway.
Okay, terrific. Well, I'm a spanking. I'm a hack when I spank. I say hack things.
Oh.
Like, oh, you're bad.
You like that.
You like that. You're naughty.
Give it to him, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Well, what I wanted to chime in about was two things. First of all, and I live in Memphis, and we got about 4 inches down there. And I'll tell you what, you talk about how to paralyze the city. You can throw a cup of water on the interstate in Memphis and you'll have an accident. And when we get any kind of weather, it's just the people do not know how.
Wait. Could you
Hold on, this audio is...
Yeah, what'd you say about water or something? You broke up.
Your phone stinks, dude.
Yeah.
God.
All right, I'll say it one more time so you can slam me. I said you can throw a cup of water on the interstate in Memphis and you'll cause an accident.
Good Lord. That's terrific. That's terrific.
Don't you have a morning zoo in your town you could have called up?
Yeah. A cup of water on the interstate
will cause a... That's impossible, sir.
Will cause a 5-car pileup.
Need a little more than a cup, wouldn't you agree?
We do love exaggerated humor on this show, but that one is quite frankly impossible.
That's right. If you throw a thimble of water out of a plane, it would drown a bunch of people. No, it wouldn't.
No, sir.
It's called hyperbole. But anyway.
Oh.
It's called what?
Nice big word.
Hyperbole?
Yes.
That's
Anyway.
hyperbole, sir. That's when a bully can't settle down.
Yeah, that's right. But anyway, the whole thing about your movie guy was saying about how Harrison Ford is supposedly getting good reviews with the Firewall movie.
Right.
I am so fucking sick I used to be a real big fan of Harrison Ford, but I'm so fucking sick of him doing the same role over and over and over. Since Indiana Jones, he's just this angry guy who all he can do is just stare at the camera with this supposed like tough guy look and speak with clenched teeth, and that's all he does anymore.
All he's doing is trying to avenge something or rescue someone. It's like, oh, fuck yourself. Here's when I started to hate Harrison Ford. Shame on you, Mr. President.
Oh, yeah.
You fucking
angry
douchebag. Shut up.
I swear, when I saw the trailer for this movie, I thought I had seen this movie before.
You had.
I was like, wait a minute. The whole storyline, everything is another movie.
It's Drek.
All right.
But anyway, gentlemen, you guys suck. I love you. We'll talk to you later.
Godspeed. Careful of that cup of water.
Jersey Mike, what's up?
Hey, I called to plug the world's fastest Indian. I saw
that is a great movie. Good job, Mike.
Good.
What?
The world's fastest
Pat him on the back, you couple of losers.
Oh,
strap in.
I like that. For the rest of the Winter Olympics, let's call people losers.
Loser.
Yeah.
You got to see Skeleton Sled. That's even worse than luge. It's fucking face first.
Wait, let me ask you a question.
Yeah, but I can handle face first.
Oh, well, tough guy.
Sure you can, sir.
Who the fuck would go in there and back down that thing? That track.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question. The Fastest Indian's an Anthony Hopkins movie, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it's going to be good then.
No, it is good. It's
I don't think he's ever made a bad movie, Sir Anthony Hopkins.
Him and Chris Rock did a movie together where they played like FBI agents.
Okay. Bad movie.
Yeah. The buddy movie formula is so done.
You ever see Magic?
Magic is fun. We are dead.
Yeah.
Magic is a great movie.
I haven't seen that in years.
Hocus Pocus.
Does anybody? This is what I would like to say.
She's dead.
I would love to have the trailer for that. If anybody has like what the movie trailer used to be for Magic, is there a place to find that?
Yeah.
There has to be.
Everything you can imagine is somewhere residing on the net.
And also that I want to request, and the Tom Likas audio from Bullshit when he was on Penn and Teller, because they showed him talking normal, and then they show him on the air in his radio voice,
talking like this,
and it's the most fucking embarrassing thing I've ever seen someone. You have it, Sweetie Hawk? Well, how about now, Hawk?
You had that? All right, very good.
God bless.
Sweetie Hawk. All right, anything else, Kent?
Well, you guys were talking about Anthony Hopkins just now. He is reprising his role as Hannibal Lecter again.
No, he's not.
No.
Yeah, he is, but this time it's not just him playing Hannibal Lecter. It's young Hannibal behind the mask, and it's Hannibal through 3 different times in his life, from World War II up until when we saw him get captured in Red Dragon.
Oh, so it's going to be him kind of looking back and
it's
being played by Jared Leto or somebody. Like, what actor are they going to get to play the young one?
By the name of Gaspard Ulliel.
What?
Yeah, exactly. It's Gaspard.
Can't we just get some kid from the OC to really ruin it?
I don't think they would.
As long as they don't ask Brian Cox to have any part of it, that no picture taken motherfucker. How does that feel, shithead? 4 fucking movies now, and you're not in any of them. Good.
Yeah, he's nowhere to be seen.
How about this? Enough with Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah.
We get it. Fava beans. All right, interesting.
Kent, we're going to let you go. Thank you.
Thank you, Kent.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
All right.
Bye.
First
one,
movie,
amazing.
Great.
Amazing.
The rest of them, stinkeroo.
Shite.
The old
a bunch of shite.
Stinkeroo. Kenny.
Hey, guys.
What's up?
My condolences to Anthony. The guy who wrote Jaws died.
Yeah.
Peter Benchley.
Here's the story.
Peter Benchley, the author of Jaws, has died. Benchley's most famous novel-turned-blockbuster film terrorized millions of swimmers, even as the author himself became an advocate for the conservation of sharks. Benchley died last night at his Princeton, New Jersey home after battling a progressive lung disease. The native New Yorker began his writing career at the Washington Post and Newsweek and spent 2 years as a speechwriter for President Johnson. Benchley was 65.
65 only?
That's a shame.
That's not a good contract.
He wrote for Lyndon Johnson.
Did he?
Yeah, he just said for President Johnson.
Oh. How about that?
That's right.
He was in Jaws, too. Played the news guy on the beach.
Lyndon Johnson?
Yes, Lyndon Baines Johnson was indeed.
Wait, he was in that movie? I didn't know that.
Yeah. He was the news guy that walked up on the beach.
Yeah.
Talked about the killer shark.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was him with his little cameo.
Ooh.
That's horrible. He died of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
Yep.
A progressive and fatal scarring of the lungs.
Was he a smoker?
I don't know. That doesn't sound like something you get from smoking.
How your lungs get scarred?
Idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis comes up on you. Can't breathe, can't catch a breath. Remember, saw a buddy of mine at the supermarket. Went up, tapped him on the shoulder, he turned around, coughed blood up on me. That's when I knew he had idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. He just coughed up some phlegm and then disappeared into the produce aisle. I never saw him again. I'll never take cough medicine again.
Let's drink to your lungs.
Let me see your scar. I turn you inside out. Poor bastard. It's got to be a hell of a way to go.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound
Oxygen tent.
Lungs scarred. You can't catch a breath. Maybe that's what I have. I have trouble breathing sometimes.
No, you have hypochondria.
All right. I don't want idiopathic diseases.
No. Scars go in your lungs. Lungs go in your body. Try to breathe. I got nothing.
I wonder if you had plenty on that. Jesus, I couldn't even say it. You did 5 minutes on it.
Yeah, you don't have to do 20 minutes on everything.
That's pretty impressive.
There's some great lines there.
Only so much you could do with idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis.
And we haven't even tapped it.
Right.
All right. And then, of course, the big story today. It's on the front page of all the papers.
Oh, yeah.
The snow.
Well,
this is just going to be for months.
Yeah.
Leno, Letterman, Conan, Jon Stewart. This is all just for months. They are going to pound the fact that Dick Cheney shot his friend.
And can I already say, we all know the alternative comics are going to go, too bad he wasn't hunting with President Bush, to which the fucking John Lennon glasses boring audience will clap. We get it.
Yes.
You don't like the president, man.
Man.
Predictable shitheads.
Daily News headline.
Yeah.
Says, Duck, it's Dick. Oops, Cheney shoots pal during hunt.
That would only be a funny headline if it was for a rape.
Hey, could Ben or somebody get the headlines from all over America? From your local paper? Because they got to be having a lot of fun with this headline today.
New York Post has big shot. Because, you know, he's a big shot, and he shot his friend.
Right.
Cheney wounds hunting buddy in accident.
I can't wait.
Channel 5's tease last night made me sick. 2 teases they had. The first was the Dick Cheney story. They go, Dick Cheney wounds a man in a shooting. We'll tell you why the shot was fired and the condition of his victim. Like, in that whole thing, you could have said it was a hunting accident and the guy
instead,
is
they
okay.
make you think it might have been an intruder.
Right.
A terrorist, something.
Right.
Tabloid shitheads.
And then their other thing was a stupid fucking weatherman. After the big blizzard we had here, it stopped.
Most snow ever.
Yeah. He goes, well, the big blizzard's over, but more snow in the forecast? Don't put those shovels away. I'll tell you about it. And I saw the 10-day forecast. There isn't a spot of snow in it. We're supposed to get up to 50 degrees on Wednesday and Thursday.
Ooh.
This guy just trying to get more people to view through lying. Pure and simple lies.
So there's no snow? He
no
finally
snow.
admitted later on?
I couldn't even watch, but I'm sure it was somewhere upstate in a valley or somewhere. It wasn't for the viewing area that watches Channel 5 News. It wasn't for the people digging out of 2 feet of snow in Manhattan. Liar. Liar.
Here's the Dick Cheney story.
The shooting happened around 5:30 Saturday afternoon in Texas. Apparently, the vice president had no idea the fellow hunter had approached him from behind. A few seconds later, Cheney opened fire.
Vice President Dick Cheney took aim at a covey of quail that had just taken flight, but a member of his hunting party stepped into the line of fire and was blasted with several shotgun pellets.
A bird flushed. The vice president took aim at the bird and shot, and unfortunately Mr. Whittington was in the line of fire and got peppered pretty well.
78-year-old Austin attorney Harry Whittington was part of a group hunting birds on a ranch in South Texas when the accident occurred late Saturday afternoon. The shooting was witnessed by the ranch's owner, who said Cheney turned to fire and ended up peppering Whittington's cheek, neck, and chest.
As the vice president and the other hunter approached the second covey, Mr. Whittington decided to try to join them.
You know what? That good. I'm glad he got shot. Fucking 70-year-old wasp. He's been doing nothing but fucking people his whole life and mingling with the rich and elite. He deserves some fucking... you know what, though? Fuck him. 78 years old. Can you stop shooting birds already? Play with your grandkids and have a peach and be lucky you're not shitting your pants. Fucking creep.
Jimmy hates when animals are harmed.
Yeah. No, I don't. I just hate when they're harmed by for no reason. If you're going to eat it, fine.
They eat quail.
They're not eating quail.
And dove and whatever else they were hunting.
No, they're just being douchebags. Nothing better to do. Fucking idiots.
I like how they tried to make it seem like it was really nothing, even though the guy was injured. Apparently not that bad, but... when you say when you turn shooting, and you know it was all rehearsed, the White House had to go over how this was going to be released, and don't say shoot or shot or hit. Can we just say peppered? He was peppered. Peppered?
That sounds kind of nice.
It doesn't sound bad at all.
We all like a little pepper on our food.
Achoo!
Achoo!
Makes you sneeze. That's what I see in the cartoons.
Yeah.
Sprinkle a little pepper. He was shot. He was shot by the vice president.
Yeah, remember when JFK was peppered?
Peppered in the head.
Yeah.
That was that big pepper mill hit him in the head, I think.
Made his skull look like a Western omelet.
Oh, Jesus.
A lot of pepper.
Here's Dick Cheney apologizing.
Secret Service agents guarding the vice president gave first aid to Whittington until the paramedics arrived. Cheney is said to have stood by the fallen hunter, and the ranch owner says Cheney was, quote, very apologetic.
He had to stand by.
What's he going to do, go?
He's got that weak heart. He wasn't going to run off.
Hey, there's another covey over here. I'm thinking of going, just because you seem all right. I could get some more birds.
Here's some more birds that did nothing but land. Why don't I go shoot them? I'm glad that old fucking wasp took a bullet.
They report like they're surprised he stood by his pal.
After he peppered him.
He was treated immediately. The vice president has a wonderful medical team that travels with him, and they were right on the spot.
Following the shooting, Cheney spent most of his Sunday at a Texas hospital, keeping Whittington company. Whittington is known in Texas as a longtime supporter of the Republican Party in that state and was even appointed to several state boards. He is expected to make a full recovery. The vice president is an avid hunter. He makes annual trips to South Dakota to hunt pheasants, and the owner of the Texas ranch where the shooting happened says he visits her property about once a year.
Asshole.
Imagine if he killed this guy.
Oh, it happens all the time.
Yep.
They go out there hunting, people not really paying attention, especially birds, because you're moving. It's a moving target. So you're moving left to right, right to left. You got to keep tabs on where everybody in your party is at all times. And if there's any doubt, you don't take the shot. That's how it works.
Don has a bone to pick with Jimmy.
Who
Don
cares?
Hey, Jimmy, what do you think? You think Dick Cheney could go home and play with his grandchildren? Oops, he doesn't have any.
Dick Cheney doesn't?
I think you were talking about the guy that got shot.
Yeah, I was.
Right?
No, I think his daughter's gay.
His daughter's gay.
Okay.
Hey, now there's two people that are afraid of Dick.
Wait, is that the third joke?
That's the third Dick Cheney joke.
All right.
Well, I wonder if she got peppered in the face when she was young, and that's why she likes girls.
That's four.
Even better. What would have happened if it was reversed and the guy shot Dick Cheney? Would he have been a terrorist?
Man, the Secret Service would have wrestled him to the ground.
I'm sure they would have.
Shot him dead and called him Osama.
Why, sir?
Why?
I tolerated you yammering over my lines because you have a good heart.
Let's go to Anthony in Columbus. Anthony.
Hi, sir.
I'm just calling about the non-news bullshit they've been throwing out there lately.
Yeah.
They actually had a teaser in Columbus that celebrities got caught at the fucking airport because of the weather. That is absolutely the epitome of how shitty the life is around here, but the news in general.
Did they show any celebrities stuck at the airport?
Celebs.
I don't think so. I think they just teased us that there might be celebrities at the airport.
Great.
There was probably some awful celebrity.
Yeah.
Man, what a nightmare, though. You hear people at LaGuardia, which was still closed last I heard. It had been closed since, I guess, early Sunday. And what do you do? You know how bad it is to be at an airport when you're delayed like an hour or two and you're sitting in those chairs that are custom made to not be comfortable in because they don't want people laying down or anything.
Sure.
So, what do you do? What do you do when it's days that you got to sit there?
Well, like after 9/11, it must have been atrocious because at least with snow, look, there's snow. There's nothing you can do. It's almost like you can't get angry because it's fucking snow.
But where do you go? Where do you sleep, on the floor?
You wait online to sit and smell everybody else's shit, just like everybody else is doing.
Some of the headlines from across America, by the way. Casper, Wyoming. Cheney bags lawyer. Gotta love Wyoming.
That's a good one.
Fort Worth, Texas. No imagination. Cheney shoots man in hunting accident.
Oh, just the facts.
Just the facts. Texas. North Carolina. Raleigh. Cheney sprays hunter with bird shot. That's pretty good.
Sprays.
Good old Boston. Cheney accidentally shoots hunting partner. Boring. So
we get
and in San Francisco, murderer almost kills another.
Let's go to Andrew in Georgia. Andrew.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, I heard earlier on the news that Cheney's people weren't going to actually release the information yet, and that a newspaper in Texas published the story before they had a chance to even get their shit together.
In this day and age, sir, it is very hard to keep a secret that the vice president shot somebody.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know, but I guess they didn't have their shit together yet.
Especially when EMS guys are called, to take care of it. And as a matter of fact, the woman that owns the property said that, well, the EMS was called, but we'd have probably handled it a little differently if somebody else, this happens all the time. People get peppered. I've been peppered before, and, trying to make it sound like it's just completely nothing. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
A shotgun blast to the face, neck, and chest. So that right there tells you it's a little more than just because the pellets. It's not a single bullet when you're hunting birds. It's sprays. It's sprays. It's a bunch of BBs.
Yeah.
And it's happened where you shoot up, BBs come down. You might get hit on the head with one or something like that. But if you're getting hit in the face, the neck, and the chest, you're kind of still in that range where the BBs haven't spread out all that far, So I think it's just a little more serious than they're trying to make it seem.
Of course. Leo in Cleveland. Leo.
What's up, guys? I'm just calling to say I got a joke that Dick Cheney one. If he got shot, the guy who shot him would be a dick beater.
Wait, say that again. Your phone crapped out.
I said the guy, if it was turned around, the guy who shot Dick Cheney shot him, he would be a dick beater.
Dude, are you talking on a cell phone?
Yeah.
Well, dude, you got it. I heard the guy who shot him scribble. You got to go slow, and it's hard to hear you. So you got to just make sure we're hearing you.
Talk into the phone better.
Okay, the guy who shot Cheney would be a dick beater.
Heater? Who's got a heater, dude? I can't hear you.
Yeah, do you have a window nearby?
Yeah.
Walk to a window because the signal's
crackly.
Really bad.
Can you hear us, dude? Can you hear us clearly?
What's that?
Hello. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you guys.
Okay, there you are. Wherever you are right now, it sounds good.
Yeah. All right,
okay.
One more time. Sorry, man.
Okay. The guy who shot Cheney would end up being a dick beater if he shot him instead of Cheney.
Oh, you stink. 4 times, you dope.
Let's go Let's go to George in Arizona.
What a complete asshole.
Fucking awful joke. He'd be a dick beater.
He thought it was so good.
Cricket, you shithead.
4 times.
Hope you get shot in the face.
Let's go to Arizona. George.
Hey, guys. How about Dick Spray's friend and face?
All right, that's
all
not
right.
bad.
I like that. It's not going to follow the big laugh we're having, so
No.
but it's actually not a bad line. But I wouldn't say it's terrific.
No.
As soon as I heard you guys wrecking that guy, I said, "Oh, great! Here I am."
You're next.
Now you better have confidence in your dick jokes, man.
Let's go to Texas. Jeff, what's up?
Hey, guys, I just wanted to, laughing at this car crash, confirm Anthony's idea there that they're playing this down quite a bit, because when you're quail hunting with guys, you're usually in pretty close proximity with each other.
Yeah.
And what he did, in my idea, this is what he did, is that you can swing on those birds, but sometimes they don't flush the right way. And he swung and shot that guy, close. That guy didn't just walk into his line of fire,
Yeah, they're trying. They really are trying to make it sound like the guy is responsible for getting shot instead of Dick Cheney being responsible for shooting him.
Exactly.
You know, he must have swung around. Birds got flushed. He swung around and paid no attention to what was in his line of fire, except for those birds.
He's a doddering old asshole who has his finger on the button of the free world. He swung around with a rifle and just shot it at whoever happened to be there.
Shotgun, Jimmy.
Whatever the fuck it was. He shouldn't be holding it. He should be holding his prostate. Fucking himself. Asshole. Fucking innocent birds minding their own beeswax, just fucking chirping and shitting on each other. And I hate birds. They're fucking faggots.
Filthy animals.
Birds are faggots. They're dumb dinosaur skeletons. Make me sick. Fucking queers. The bottom line is, though, you don't go around fucking shooting them. And they probably raise them. Oh, Dick's vice president's coming. Let's get the ranch all ready. That fucking doddering old cunt lands and just murders everything on the farm and then goes home. Hope his fucking heart stops.
Holy shit. The old guy enjoys doing a little hunting.
Exactly. His fucking stupid suit jacket with pockets on there's those little patches.
See, I understand, like, Ted Nugent type of hunting. I really do.
But
yeah. I'm with you with these.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, Uncle Ted, I'll be in charge. You must be a liberal. I'm Uncle Ted. Just settle down. I'll wear the animal. God, let's get home safe. Let me do all the talking. You do the walking. Thank you very much. All right. We know. But you're a firecracker.
But I'm definitely... You nailed something, though. I'm definitely not a fan of the... going to a farm where they set it up all nice for you.
And they raised them. They said he also took some heat for shooting as many 70 pen-raised pheasants on a 2003 Pennsylvania hunt.
Pen-raised pheasant.
Yeah, they raise these things.
And then they release them.
Because they know he's coming June 15th, so they probably fucking raise them and their legs are all tired and shit because they're sitting in a pen. They're not wild pheasants.
No.
They're all fucking fat. They're big and juicy. They probably throw yellow dye on them so this fucking ancient cocksucker can find them.
They've been suffering for a couple of years. They finally open the gate to the pen and they think they're free.
They're so used to humans feeding them, they walk right up to you.
Yeah, and he fucking shoots them while they're putting out their hand for a shake. They're trying to get a picture with the vice president and he kills them.
The feeder that they give them in the pen looks like a shotgun barrel, so they automatically stick their little beak into it.
They show pictures of Dick Cheney, and if the bird walks up to it, they get their feathers tousled and petted.
He's shooting pterodactyl.
Hey, I would respect him if he was doing that.
Very good, Jimmy.
Hope he's trampled by an elephant.
All right, we should take a break. We have Oprah talking about XM on the way.
Oh, perfect segue.
We have Leno doing a monologue about Oprah and XM. And we have a voicemail from Jim Norton's ex that we were going to play Friday.
Oh, wow, yeah.
We were going to play this Friday in the last hour, but then we decided to just screw around with Schizo Bill. We went long form on everybody on Friday.
Yes.
That's the beauty of satellite radio. Every once in a while, you could just take a big, big chance and see what happens. Schizo Bill, by the way, will be available on Audible.com later this morning, and videos are up on OpieandAnthony.com.
Gotta love Audible.
Why is Matt Lauer outside cooking? These fucking morning shows
Hey,
are just...
look at that.
Hey, he's in Torino for the Olympics, so you got to get
they're in Italy, so spaghetti.
You got to get the local fare.
I hope somebody back in like 80 years ago, there's a vendetta against him. Come up and just stab him in the stomach and slice him up to his chest.
Antonio Andolini.
Antonio Andolini.
Oh, we got an we got an O-Town headline for Dick Cheney. Bring it on, brother.
O-Town.
What's up, Matt?
Yeah, the paper right here reported as Dick season, lawyer season.
It did not.
Duck season, rabbit season, Dick season, lawyer season.
Is that really a headline, or is that your joke?
Oh, of course not. Come on. This would be ridiculous.
You never know, though.
That's true. Good point.
You know, if they do
I like that, Matt.
anything humorous about this on CNN, we are going to have to do news. Because it'll be dick jokes.
Oh.
And I always said, if they're doing dick jokes on CNN, we're doing hard-hitting news.
Birds. Birds.
All right. We'll take a break. Also, we might play Guess the Sound today.
Oh.
Guess the sound.
And then Tyra Banks.
Is this Guess the Sound, or is it coming or going?
Guess the Sound.
Guess the Sound? Okay.
Which is a
I
little
get
different
confused.
than coming or going.
Yeah, coming or going is the long, drawn-out version of Guess the Sound.
Oh, I have a sound you'll never guess.
Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
That's one of our dudes.
What? Is it?
He's one of the guys you want walking around this joint.
Who is it?
He's one of the guys that's going to help redesign the place. Now that
glad he's
everyone's
here.
getting out of here.
I have no idea who that is.
That's Terry Carr. We've met with the guy.
I
a
never
bunch of
met
times.
him.
You've met Terry Carr.
I care. I walked in here today, saw boxes full. I see empty cubicles. Cubicles still here, but they're emptying out boxes. It's moving day soon. Get out.
No, these guys were supposed to report to the new facility today.
Really?
So you're not going to see many
We shan't
faces
see
around.
them?
Not really.
And now what? The movers come in, grab the boxes, ship them over?
And then they can start getting rid of the cubicles. We can finally build our lounge and stage.
I'm
going to
miss them.
I'm hearing next. You know, you don't really appreciate something until it's gone.
Ugh. I will say, though, the guy, the Oompa Loompa we had the trouble with in the very beginning of the show, Buddy, I wound up liking him very much.
Turned out to be one of the best guys
He
here.
really
that,
was.
As far as the people that aren't involved directly with our program.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not a bad guy.
Not at all. And I like the Broadway. Who's the guy, the big tall guy? He's like 6'8"?
Yeah, I see him walking
Von
in.
Susteren. He's a nice
walking
dude.
in every day, say hello.
Yeah.
Nice enough guy.
All right.
They'll you know something? They're going to a better place. This place is for sleazebags and fucking misfits.
And vagabonds.
A few vagabonds.
Sorry, I was trying to go to break. We're just being
It's
silly
okay.
geese.
I don't care. We got another terrible Cheney joke.
We're being
Paul.
silly pheasants.
Paul.
Yeah.
What's up?
Wait.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah.
If the lawyer did shoot the Dick Cheney, the headline could read, lawyer shoots low, Dick goes down.
Yeah, way to twist it.
Yeah, that's a little...
Hi, Jimmy.
Hey, too bad Cheney didn't fall on him and crush his teeth. It would have been lawyer takes Dick in the face. You fucking fact-changing dickhead.
If they were hunting rooster.
Yeah.
And as Dick Cheney shot him, the guy fell down, opened his mouth, and fell on the rooster face first. It could have been Dick Cheney shoots man with cock in mouth.
Or, too bad Dick Cheney didn't rush and try to help him and then fall into a donkey. It would have been dick in ass. Ugh. Oh, you creep. Stop fucking. Too bad it couldn't have been. Yeah, well, it wasn't.
If only his last name was Cunt. Because.
Too bad Dick didn't fall into a cat, because then it would have been Dick and Pussy. Bah, bah. Ugh, hope you hit a guardrail.
You know, because of you, everyone that had Cheney jokes just hung up
As
on
they
their
should
own.
have.
Scared
They
shitless.
just all hung up on their own.
Because they're not real Cheney jokes. They're fixing it. Wouldn't it be funny if? Possibly. We'll never know.
You have to say bless you when someone sneezes on Pal Talk.
All right. We should break. Yeah, we should
let's
break.
do that.
Why do you and Ben have the same hat?
It's Hat Day.
Jesus.
It is Hat Day. Even the Pal Talk people were looking at the office cam and going, what is with the black ski caps everyone's wearing?
Not everyone, just that creep and Ben. And could you tell that fucking guy to shave once every 6 months? He's really bugging me with his unshaven neck.
And I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I just said it's part of the ONA uniform. Have some pride.
Yeah. Well, we had most snow ever, and now we're dressing appropriately for most snow ever.
Ski caps, got the hood.
We all got hoodies.
Good.
All right.
I ripped my headphones off.
We're just babbling.
Wait, dude.
We got lots of great stuff on the way. Stick around to find out what's next. That must be Hayseed Dixie. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program. Let's go to Tim in MD. Tim, what's up?
Hey, I got one for you guys. Obviously missed it. Man takes shot in the face from a dick. Punching out.
We didn't miss it, sir. We avoided it like a fucking sinkhole of bomb.
Melissa in Kentucky, what's up?
Hey, fellas. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just say everybody's riding Dick Cheney really hard. You know, he made an honest mistake. That guy looks a lot like Dan Quayle. Punching out.
Oh, boy.
See.
They're both Republicans, you dope.
But Dan Quayle was a dummy.
Doesn't matter. That's still her idea of a fucking clever political inside joke.
Well,
fucking hillbilly. Shut up.
Don't worry. Leno will do the jokes tonight. Bob in Baltimore.
I'm sure Letterman will do one, too. He probably thought it was a hooker in Times Square. Yeah, did he?
Did he?
Well, way to be on top of the news and take some chances. Hip New Yorker.
Hey, that's my joke.
What?
I call out Letterman on his awful jokes and how he hasn't updated them.
No, you remember I was talking about Leno? And I was saying that Leno is the edgy guy.
Actually, you turned me on to the fact that Leno is edgier than Letterman. You're right. Let's go to Bob in Baltimore. Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Bob.
We'll all talk to Bob.
What's up, Bob?
Hey there, Bob.
Hey, Bob. Thanks for calling, Bob.
Hey, Bob.
What's up, Bob?
What do you got there, Bob?
We got one of them teasers.
Mm-hmm.
A local cable station had Cheney shoots at Quayle, hits lawyer, and had a montage of politicians, and Dan Quayle was standing right behind Dick Cheney.
Wow, that's bad. Steve in North Carolina. Steve?
6 words for you. Dick shoots load in friend's face.
How about 2 words? You stink.
Did we ask for these jokes?
Dick shoots load in lawyer's face. What load did he shoot?
Yeah. It's got to be based on...
Exactly. Stop twisting everything. You think any of us couldn't do that? Dick shoots load down person's throat. Person gets AIDS. How the fuck does that line up with the facts? How about, too bad he didn't shoot 2 guys working for him. It would have said, Dick gets AIDS.
That would have been funny.
All right, let's say hi to Tom in Florida.
Hey, guys, I got one for you.
Yeah.
So, Dick was trying to play Brokeback Ranch, so he figured since the man would...
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Holy shit.
Little dry throat in the middle of his...
You want to start over?
Yeah,
that is Maverick in a flat spin.
Yeah.
Goose's head just hit the canopy. There's blood in the water.
Let's go to Jeff in Michigan. Jeff?
Yeah, I got one for you guys.
Yeah.
You want to get that car crash ready.
I'm sure it's a gem, Jeff.
Yeah, right, Jimmy. By the way, Jimmy, I love you. You're great.
Thanks.
Man takes load from Dick.
Please tell me that was a semicolon and not a period.
Hey, let's go to Talon, the trucker. Talon.
Yeah, you guys got to nail me on this one. Dick leaves load in lawyer.
All right, let's get something straight. He didn't leave a load. There's no load. Doesn't work. Don't you think I wished it did?
It could in some sense, because some things, bullets or shotgun shells, are called a load.
All right,
they are called a load.
Maybe, but not in common.
It's really
shot
reaching.
Works.
It's reaching.
Let's go to Daniel in Arizona.
Hey, guys, how about nice and simple? Dick blows lawyer and then apologizes. Out.
But he didn't blow him. There's something after blow him.
Blow him away.
Matt in
Blow.
Ohio.
It doesn't fit.
Hey, guys, what's up?
What's
I
up?
think it's easy, Jimmy.
All right, here's a little bit of hunting knowledge. Dick shoots wad in friend's face.
All right, a wad would be what's in the shotgun shell, but
we're not even
it's-
asking for dick jokes.
Yeah. How'd that
Why
happen?
are they calling? They keep calling. What is this one? Darren in Calgary.
Hey, good to talk to you guys. You guys are blowing up out here.
Oh, it's even better for us. What can we do for you?
Lawyer, 78, gets Dick's desserts.
Is there an ice fishing hole near you somewhere, sir? Because I have a suggestion.
Yeah, and it starts with plugging in a toaster.
Yeah, well, fuck you too, Jim.
Well, sir, lawyer gets Dick's desserts? What the fuck does that mean, even?
Happened.
Just
Shot him and gave him a cruller.
Exactly. Oh, tapioca all over the pheasant, was there? What does that mean, Dick's desserts? What desserts, sir?
Hey, sorry I shot you. Here's some crumb cake.
Oh.
Well, it would be like a play on just desserts.
I got it.
Okay?
I got it. That's why I hate it.
And the Dick fella was saying they was going crazy down by the lake.
And one fella took a leak and said it was cold. And the one fella was from Arkansas.
Hey, here's ass marshmallow.
What about Dick sprays pal on the face?
Well, that's,
Dick sprays pal's face.
Yes.
Works a little bit better.
You can't say load. You can say sprays.
Wow.
Yeah, because slow doesn't...
Spray.
Yeah. If Dick Cheney was driving a dump truck and the fucking lawyer peeked his head behind it as the stuff was coming out and it said, Dick dumps load on lawyer's face,
right,
that would work.
But I don't even think that's close to what happened.
Why
Jimmy.
would the older gentleman be driving a dump truck? He's the vice president. And what load would he be dumping? And if so, how would the lawyer look at it while it was dumping?
While it's coming down.
And what are the odds it would hit him in the face and not kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe the lawyer was tying his shoes, and Cheney was dumping the dump truck load, and the lawyer's pants were undone. And then it would say, Dick dump load up lawyer's ass. I can't even get it out right.
Guido and
Dick
Philly.
dumps load up lawyer's ass.
Guido.
Yeah, okay, all right. Dick the last load on lawyer's body.
No.
Wait, what was that ethnic slur for a name? Can you say it again?
Oh, fuck you, Jim.
Language.
Yeah.
Wow, that's the third fuck you, Jim.
Jim?
Well, sorry.
Yeah, sorry, I don't even know.
They're trying.
Oh, Guido, I was making fun of your name. Do the joke again. I apologize.
Hey, fungal, you motherfucker.
All right, well, call your friend Spick and Jigaboo and bounce it off them before you call this program.
My friends are Dago and Watt, so fuck off, asshole.
All right. Take care, Kike. Thanks for calling. Be good, Mick.
Tom on Long Island.
For Tom?
Tommy!
Tommy!
What's up? Anthony, this is come to Staten Island University Medical Center if you've been peppered in the head, face, ass, back.
That's kind of funny. Bringing up the body parts from the cancer hospital.
Very nice.
Very good. That's it.
All right, let's go to Rob.
Peppers
Hey, guys,
of the
do you think
face,
this
neck, chest.
We're just going to do this until the listeners are worn out. We're going to let them wear themselves out so we can move on.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead, Rob.
Do you think this is a stretch? How about Dick loaded his buddy up with semen? Is that this?
No, perfect. I don't know how the fucking mainstream media didn't grab that one. Wow, that's right on target.
It was shooting a new type of shotgun shell that is loaded with sperm.
Yes.
That's the only way that could possibly work.
How about this? Doddering old fuck shoots friend accidentally and shouldn't be the second most powerful man on the planet.
Freddie Dunbar. We just want one good one and we'll move on. Freddie?
Just one that doesn't stink, Fred, please.
Smitty Dunbar. How
Whatever.
about Dick shoots prematurely?
Well, you know.
Maybe.
If he shot early.
Maybe.
All
right, let's go to Jason in Wisconsin. Jason.
Yes, friend of Dick gets shot in throat.
Well,
that wasn't that bad.
They're
Fuck you
just,
all.
you know something? I'm realizing they're just not funny.
How about if it was a starter pistol? Dick shooting blanks.
This is funny.
Oh, the luge.
They just
I
showed
was just
more,
watching some luging.
some more luging.
And they got a cock cam when they do the luge. They just show the cock coming right at you.
All right, here's one. Let's go to Kurt in California.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
Kurt.
Dick has premature discharge, hits lawyer in face. Punching out.
Well, we don't know if it was premature.
No.
It's been perfectly timed.
And no one refers, here's the thing, no one refers
Can we end this?
to a gunshot as a
Please?
discharge.
Well,
You just don't in common speech.
no.
Dick shoots lawyer in the face.
Man.
Dennis the trucker.
How's it going?
We'll just let them wear themselves out, I guess. Their phones are just lit with this crap. Dennis.
Yeah. I got one for you.
Do you?
Dick loads up and shoots it in lawyer.
All right, how about the one you had for us?
Is this like when parents let their kids run crazy around because they know they'll make them go to sleep earlier?
I think the listeners need a timeout.
They need a nappy.
You know where that joke would work? How about in a rest area? Tell your trucker buddy while he's shitting in the next stall, and you two can have a nice laugh while you smell each other's dumps.
Tell it to him through the little hole in the side of the...
While you're peeking and you're looking at his one eye, which has white stuff shooting out. That's right, stupid. It's a caterpillar spitting a cocoon right in your face.
They're just about done, I think, though. Vern in Texas. They're wearing out. Vern?
Okay, lawyer gets facial courtesy of Dick.
Can you not sound like you're smoking a joint while you deliver that awful joke?
Phone lines
These
are dead.
are horrible.
I think they're dead.
Are we done?
I think they're done.
That's it.
Done, right?
Wow, we cleaned it out.
All right. They're tired. They're going to go take a nap now. This is what we really wanted to do here. Jim Norton's ex left a voicemail.
Yes, she did.
Is this the crazy woman?
No, she's perfectly sane. The one who I went and saw King Kong with on Christmas and who was texting the entire time in her purse. She's out of her mind.
I love this girl.
She's the one that was in here, right?
When can she come back in?
All right, she's crazy.
Soon. She wants to come back.
Well, who was she text messaging during King Kong?
Who knows? Do you know? Me. She's like, I'm doing it in my purse. I'm like, I know. I'm here.
She doesn't have a big attention span, does she?
She's the worst.
Like a fucking gnat on methamphetamines.
Yeah.
So what's this voicemail about?
It's just, this is what I have to deal with when I'm coming back from L.A. This is just, she had a little concern about something.
This is real, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, listen to this voicemail.
Hey, Muffin. I have a sexual health question, and you're the only person I know that I could possibly ask this to. I'm slightly concerned. I slept with a prostitute, a female prostitute, without protection, obviously because I'm a girl, but if I was a guy, I'm sure she would have used protection, and I just have a few sort of side effects. I'm just wondering what the ramifications are and what can happen. I would guess these girls are probably cleaner than most because they use condoms on most guys, but I wonder how many girls they sleep with, and she had no problem making out with me and doing everything with me without any protection, and now I'm getting worried.
Symptoms?
Maybe it's nothing, but I don't know. I figured if anyone knows about hookers, it's you, and I wanted to do it just because I'd never done it before. I mean, who can hit 30 and never slept with a prostitute before? It's just not natural. Call me back. Bye.
Oh, yeah, that's just not natural. That's just not natural on Venus or wherever the fuck planet you're from. That chick is such a lunatic.
She is truly nuts.
Shit.
Wait, she turned 30 and decided she needed to sleep with a prostitute?
Oh, no, she's actually not. But she was, I was just, maybe she's thinking of 30. I don't know where 30 came from. No, she's not.
Probably
She's
like saying she doesn't want to get to 30 without having done it, so she probably would do it now.
We've traded messages back, and we haven't spoken yet. I called her back, and then she called me back.
Has she talked about what weird side effects are?
No, because she's a hypochondriac.
Are they
so
chancres?
It probably was nothing.
A rash?
I don't know. I haven't spoken to her.
Itching? Pain?
Can we get her on
swelling
the
of
show?
the vulva?
Yeah.
We got to get her on the show. Is she up right now?
I don't know.
I'm sure she hasn't gone to bed yet.
I would love to know what her symptoms are.
Yeah, I would like to.
Burning when she urinates?
I'll give Ben her number. I have to go to the office.
That seems very unusual, though, that a girl would pick up a female prostitute. Right?
I know. It is very odd.
I think that's the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah, it's not common. Most people don't do it. And she's a good-looking girl. She doesn't need to do it. She can go to a strip club and meet a chick. She probably just wanted to do it.
You make it sound like the strip club is a fucking debutante ball.
No, but I mean,
she could go to the, she doesn't need to pick up a prostitute. She could go to the likes of a strip club and get a wonderful woman there. You went up one step.
No, but I mean, the strippers are hot, though.
Maybe.
Oh, no, the strippers they're hard to get, man. You can't hook up. I need my phone. It's in my jacket. The strippers are hot.
Yeah. For money, you can. And especially if you're a girl, that's an easy fucking gig.
No, that's what I'm saying.
That doesn't seem like a trick to a girl.
Well, a girl wouldn't have to probably pay for it. I'm not saying you wouldn't.
Oh, you're saying like just to go out, hang out
and
at a
meet
bar,
a stripper,
meet a chick, go out. Too much work. She probably just wanted to get her box licked or something.
Oh yeah, but she's told me some good stories about strip clubs, things that have happened.
Yeah.
Ugh. Fuck
well, we'll see what happens with that story. We're going to try to call her today. Eric in New York, what's up?
Good morning, boys.
Good morning, Eric.
Anthony, I wanted to ask you something.
All right.
If the losers tuck their cock between their legs, wouldn't they be more aerodynamic? Why do they have this bulge?
I don't know. It could be that they're using their cock as an airfoil. The bigger the bulge, the air has to move over the top of the dick at a different speed than it's going under the bottom of the sled. What is that?
Trap the air.
Bernoulli's law. What's the guy that invented the airfoil? And when that happens, it creates a lower pressure on the top than the bottom, and then I guess it would make less weight on the runners, less friction, more speed. So the bigger the cock, the faster the luge run.
Forget Aristotle and fuck Socrates. No. Here comes Professor Anthony.
No, Eric, I have to first ask him, how do you know that?
Wow. HBO Real Sex.
Forget Aristotle and fuck Socrates.
Possibly.
Here comes Professor Anthony.
We got to get a luge expert on the phone, because I bet you the cock has something to do with how fast they end up going. Because it's all about aerodynamics, right?
If you're losing by 1/100th of a second, your cock has some input on what is going on during that run.
That means you have a big cock.
Whether it's big and it's slowing you down, or it's big and it's helping you out, I'm not quite sure. There could be a wind resistance factor with a big cock. There could be some kind of aerodynamic factor with a big cock. I'd have to take that big cock into a wind tunnel.
Imagine Ben on a luge.
Oh, forget about
it. The sled stops halfway down.
Just the runners just go into the ice.
Just we've never seen this before.
His nickname is the White Severed Leg.
I don't get the luge.
You could stand back, and even though the luge is in a trough, see his cock on top of it.
And they say that there's snow flying all over, and they realize his pocket opened.
Just screaming the whole way down.
Psycho Tim! What?
This is unorthodox, this
never
luging,
seen a cock like
this
that.
This luging style.
Herkian and jerky, and the luge is fucking going all over the place. Takes an hour and 40 to get down.
Gets pulled over for drunk luging halfway down.
Just fucking talking in non sequiturs. How did you feel going down the hill? Earl. E-Rock. Hans Voss.
We got your X on 10 there, Jimmy.
Oh, wow. Okay, good.
Hola.
Hola.
Hi, Aaron.
How you doing?
Good.
What a weird wake-up call.
Oh, you're just waking up?
It's like 9 o'clock in the morning.
Okay. Yes, it is.
Well, most people are at work by now.
A lot of people got up...
At 9 a.m.?
Yeah, it is ridiculous, but billions of people do it.
Aaron, 2 countries just heard your voicemail that you left for Jim Norton.
Which one?
That you picked up a prostitute.
I didn't pick up a prostitute.
What'd you do?
It was a high-class girl. I ordered her in.
Oh, like a call girl.
A call girl.
How much?
Right.
She was, I think, like $850, $900.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. I had never done it before. It was something I wanted to try once.
I never spent that much. Do you pay cash or credit card?
cash. There's a cash discount, it turns out.
Oh, yeah.
So did you describe the type of girl you wanted?
We actually called like 2 or 3 different places and ordered 3 different girls and sent 2 of them away.
So you had a variety come up to the door just to be sure, and
well, 2 of them were completely unacceptable.
Penises?
No, just like so ugly, and to be charging $800.
Yeah,
for
you
a girl
want something pretty.
Yeah.
So what'd you say when they got to the door? How'd you send them? I never sent one away either. How'd you do that?
I didn't do it. I just scurried into the other room. I gave the thumbs down sign, and I let my friend do it.
Ah, so you weren't alone?
No.
Interesting.
Was it a threesome?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it's a threesome. We're thinking that you just one day decided on your own to, be with a prostitute.
It was my idea, no, but I didn't do it.
Why? You just wanted to do that?
It's just it's the one thing I haven't done yet.
So it was a guy, you, and this call girl.
Yeah.
All right. So now the one that you picked comes to the door, and she's attractive. You like her?
She was okay. She wasn't what I expected. A lot more for $800.
Little weathered, was she?
What was the big problem with her?
Yeah.
I would describe her as just cute.
I
expected tall, blonde, Russian. I expected one of those Natasha type prostitutes.
Yeah.
And she was just cute.
All right.
So how long did she stay?
She stayed the full hour, and you could tell she was kind of like on the clock and not really that into it. I guess you're paying her.
Did she spend more time with you or the guy?
Probably me.
Probably you. So just a lot of eating box and stuff.
Yeah, it was sort of like me first, then him.
How was she at it?
She was really good at it technically, but I could tell she was in it for the money, and that ended up bothering me.
You mean here's what she's saying is some of these girls come over and they're really good actresses, and it's a money deal, but they convince
I know it's
you.
A money deal.
No. But I'm saying in general, they convince you that they're into it and it makes the experience good. And then there are other ones that are technically they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
But it's just there's something about their vibe that you just can't connect with, and they're not connecting at all, and it's like, ugh.
They're just on the job.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was like looking at her watch, and after 15 minutes, like we'd offered her a drink, and she's like, okay, let's go into the bedroom, and I could just tell she was clocking the time.
Yeah.
$800, Jesus.
So now, did you reciprocate with her?
Yeah, actually, I did.
All right.
What did you do to her?
Scarily and sadly. Well, what can a girl do to another girl?
Well, you look a little
I don't know. You might have went for the back door a little bit. I don't know. You might have
oral, digital. No, I didn't go to the back door. Because she.
You don't want to get the ass flu like Jimmy got.
Did she seem clean when you did that?
Very.
By the way, the Insider loves your ex-prostitute there.
Oh, really?
They do stories with her on a weekly basis
constantly.
now. Natalia.
Yeah, she's great.
Yeah, me, you, Betsy, Natalia.
she got in a world of trouble, and Jimmy, slept with Natalia.
Yep.
Yes,
and she's now being featured all over the Insider.
Oh, what's his name? Jason. What's his name?
Jimmy was Insider.
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
and they
actually had trouble finding an agency because all of those agencies. Like American Beauties and Julie's, all of those agencies were busted because Jason Itzler really ran everything.
Hey, let me ask you, did she have a nice vag?
Did she have a nice badge? Yeah. It didn't look too beat up or anything. It didn't
beat up?
Everything was clean and copacetic. She just wasn't as hot as I thought she would be for $800.
All right, let's get to...
Was she American or...
Yeah, she was American too, which I didn't like.
Well, how did the guy turn them down? What did he say to them to turn them away?
We gave $200 each, the ones that we sent away.
Oh wow!
I just sort of gave a quick thumbs down sign and scurried afraid to get into the other room, and he just said, "I'm sorry, it's not going to work out. Thank you for your time," and gave him $200.
Were they snotty or were they okay?
I don't know. I wasn't there to see it. He said they didn't really react. I'm sure it happens a lot. You know, granted, these girls, they were atrocious, and they're trying to charge $800. I'm sure, you know, if people are not drunk enough that they get turned away on a semi-frequent basis.
Okay.
So
I don't know quite what the prostitute etiquette is, but, you know, I think you should have a right to send someone away if she's not what you want.
Oh, you do. Yeah, technically you do.
So then after the threesome, you had a little paranoia hit the old brain.
Yeah, I freaked out and sort of, you know, got a little hypochondriac and went to the doctor. And, you know, I just sort of freaked out, and I was like, what can I get? And
now, what got you going that you thought you had something? There had to be a symptom pop up. What was it?
Nothing got me going. I just, you know, I just wanted to know from a doctor what I could get from, you know, a prostitute.
You didn't have any bumps, any rashes, any itching?
I had some symptoms that I had made up in my head.
Burning when you urinate?
Wait, what were the symptoms you made up in your head?
I convinced myself that I was itching and burning, but I don't think I actually was. I just kind of, you know, as soon as she left, the next day I woke up and just kind of wigged out.
You're a bit of a hypochondriac.
A little bit. I don't think I would have wigged out unless I had reciprocated on her. That's what really freaked me out.
Did she eat your ass at all?
Yes, she did.
Really? What a trooper.
She did everything, and she would not kiss the guy, nor would she do any oral without without condoms on with the guy.
Right. She wouldn't kiss him at all?
No.
For $800, she wouldn't give a GFE like that?
No, not at all.
Girlfriend experience.
She did everything with me.
Should
Wouldn't
teach us
kiss the
everything.
guy.
Now, wait a minute. Did the guy fuck you without a rubber?
He didn't fuck me at all. Actually.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say, and then if she ate the box
It's the
after
same
that,
thing.
it's all by proxy, you know.
Oh, but I certainly wouldn't have let him fuck me with the same rubber.
No, I'm talking about, you know, taking off the rubber.
What he's saying was, did the man insert his penis into you without a condom, and then the girl went down on you, because technically that's the same thing.
Yeah.
Nothing had pointed out to her in that moment, but...
Oh, no.
Hey, aren't you putting that
Technically,
where...
For $800, you wouldn't kiss him. That's annoying.
Yeah, that really was annoying, and that was one of the things that kind of killed it for me.
Did she say did she say no, I won't kiss him?
She said, no, I don't kiss boys.
Really? Well, do you take their money, you fucking idiot?
Yeah, that's exactly what she said.
You expect that for a couple $100, but for $800, it should be a full, you know.
Well, everything, and I expected that if she would eat me out without, you know, any dental dam or whatever you would use on a girl, that she would blow him without anything, and she wouldn't do that either.
I don't mind that as much, because a lot of them won't. It's like, all right, whatever, that's her limit, and she's afraid, but not kissing is just an intimacy thing. It's like, oh, stop trying to hold on to something. You're fucking eating pussy for money.
Dangerous disease-wise for her to go down on me with
No.
nothing?
Absolutely not, no.
What can you get from going down on a guy?
I don't know, actually. I don't know if you can get AIDS that way. I mean, I imagine it's really hard, but I'm guessing, like...
I think probably the easiest and most dangerous thing you could get is, like, herpes.
Or chlamydia or something like that. I don't know. I think it's a lot harder from giving
They
head.
could cure, like, chlamydia.
Yeah, I found her lack of compliance for the price sort of rude and offensive.
It's a good way to put it.
I thought there would be, you know, a little more effort on her part, and she didn't even, you know, fake it that well.
So, all right, you should have called him and complained a little bit.
What am I going to say? Your prostitute was unenthusiastic. Could you send me a more enthusiastic hooker, please?
Yeah, I mean, in so many words, sure.
Yeah, you're spending good money.
Well, let me ask you, could you tell us off air if there's a picture of her on a website or something we could look at?
I'm trying to think. I have it in the computer. It's one of 3 websites.
Oh, you don't remember which one? Okay.
Yeah, I would have to, like scour the websites again.
Yeah, we'll take a look at her. I mean, maybe it doesn't say girlfriend experience.
It didn't. We actually picked out another girl who had a picture, who was gorgeous, who was a lot more money, and then I was doing all the calling and ordering the girls, and he got on the phone and actually scared the agency off.
Why? What did he say?
Because he's an idiot. He just asked too many, like, idiotic questions. I said, does she do couples? And they said yes. And he's like, well, call her and find out that she's really into couples. We want someone that's really into couples. And I'm like, it's a hooker. They're not really into anything. They're really into money.
Wait, you didn't have a picture of her before she came over?
This one, no.
How do they send out an $800 girl? What they're doing there is they're going to call 3 or 4 girls and just see who's available. How do you not have a photo?
I know. That's why we ordered the 3 different girls. It
You're
was
a
really
pro,
hard
Jimmy.
to find any decent agencies online since Itzler was busted that had pictures of girls.
You could go and find... There are some where you could find photos. You got to go with a photo. You never go without a picture.
Their faces were blanked out.
Yeah, but the body you can see. I don't care if the face looks like fucking... I don't care if they look like Mick Jagger, as long as the body
And
is
I
good.
don't think they send the real girl. I think if you pick out a Natasha, they send a girl that's in the category of a Natasha.
Man, not necessarily. That's called bait and switch, and they don't always do that. A lot of times they'll send you the girl that's supposed to send. Like the better agencies will.
Anyone else find this really weird?
What?
Yeah.
Well, just because it's your ex.
Well, she's still my
like
friend.
there was a time you guys kind of had a love thing going, and now it's just
He's
you
been
two are
with
friends
more
just talking
hookers.
about prostitutes. No, I know. It's just weird to me. That's all.
Look at how many hookers he's told me about.
3?
No, I listened to your show.
Oh.
I know that little Jimmy.
Was Jimmy
guy.
getting hookers when he was dating you?
I would guess that he probably was. Of course, he denies it.
No, I really wasn't.
I would guess that someone who's as compulsive with prostitutes as he is probably
was
was getting a little something on the side, but I have no proof.
I was not. I would tell you now.
What was the real problem with your relationship? I know you said Jimmy worked too hard and never made time for you, but what else?
Actually, the night we broke up, he was supposed to come pick me up at like 7 o'clock, and he was with you, Opie, till like 2 in the morning, and he used to do stuff like this all the time.
I don't remember. He might
Yeah,
be at
and
the
he
cellar.
called me-
Maybe the cellar.
And
Quail hunting?
What?
Maybe you using me so you could go bang a hooker?
No, I remember the argument. I remember I was on the West Side Highway driving. I think we were fighting, and no, I actually was with you.
Yeah, Opie was frequently the excuse, actually.
Frequently. Oh, man. You were used.
Yeah, Opie, how much time you guys actually spend together?
He was using me to bang hookers. No. I was Jimmy's excuse.
I mean, he was with Opie till 2 in the morning. It was a business dinner, and this was like a consistent thing.
Business
And
dinner.
Oh,
you guys.
God.
Yeah.
I was sitting there waiting. He calls me at 2, and at this point, I had a job and I had to get up at like 7, 8 in the morning. And he's like, "Oh, I'll just come over now." And I'm like, 2 in the morning. I have to get up, in a few hours. And fuck you, no, you won't. And that was just sort of the last straw. But that was basically it. That never once I hadn't been to one movie with him. There was never a night that didn't involve being at the cellar. We never went on.
So you never really went on real dates for the most part.
I was with him on September 11th. On September 11th, he called every comedy club in the tri-state area to see if there was one club that he could perform at. He couldn't deal with not going on stage for one night.
Yeah. He's obsessed.
I actually
We
went
know
on, I
that.
think it was September 12th, I finally got to go on to the 13th in a youth hostel in Harlem. They were doing a
Yes, you
show.
did.
You were that obsessed back then?
Yeah.
Yes, he
Because
was.
you've calmed down a little bit.
Yeah. And it
I mean,
wasn't-
Jimmy loves being on a stage, but it was an obsession for a while.
Yeah.
You got to admit.
Oh, yeah, for years. Not for years. It cost me every relationship I've had in the last 10 years.
Oh, I can imagine.
All right, Aaron.
He's a very good friend, not the best boyfriend.
Right.
I feel the same about me. I mean. God bless you, Aunt. Agio. I meant to say that before.
Well, thank you, Aaron.
Thank you, guys.
I'll talk to you later.
So it looks like you're going to be all right.
Well, yes, everything's copacetic, and I'm in good health.
Will you get another hooker?
You know what? I would like to get a better-looking one.
All right.
I'll do my hooker search more thoroughly next time.
Yes. Right. There she goes. Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll talk to you later, Jimmy.
Bye.
Bye.
Aaron, Jimmy's ex. BCH from Whackbag.
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up?
I like the way Opie, Jimmy is the fucking Simon Cowell of whores. Well, technically, you know how to suck a good cock. There was something about your vibe that really wasn't doing it for me. So I'm sorry. Your journey ends today.
Yes. You're awful.
Dog. That's pretty good, BCH.
Oh, Randy, yeah.
You guys suck.
All right, fella.
All right, we'll take a break.
I got a Tinkerlope.
So do I, Jimmy.
And I'm hungry.
Do I. We're back with the Opie and Anthony program on XM Satellite Radio. The ONA virus spreading across America. You all right there, Anthony?
I got to blow my nose. It was running.
Why are you using paper towels?
Yeah, it hurts.
That's going to make your nose raw. We need tissues for Anthony.
And you know what? I can't wait till people are gone so we can clean out that fucking refrigerator. Holy shit, is that disgusting.
Yeah?
What's in there?
I can't drink the milk in there. It's like I like Lactaid, but milk picks up smells of shit in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
And that refrigerator looks like a fucking homicide scene.
Let's bring in some of the stuff from the refrigerator.
Like Quincy's refrigerator. It's got a kidney in it.
It's really awful.
Where's Bill? Another Bill that's associated with our show.
Another
Intern Bill.
I just threw out 2 things of Lactaid. We need more. I won't drink that fucking milk out of there. It's gross.
No. There was one day I went for milk for my coffee, and I thought it was frozen milk. But it wasn't. The milk went so bad that
it's separated.
It was just a solid mass of just whatever.
Is that good? I can't tell if that's good.
Let me tell you
something.
something.
Smell something.
Milk is the most disgusting thing that we consume.
Let me have another Lactaid, please.
It's disgusting where it comes from. It's disgusting how it goes bad, how it smells. Ugh.
I won't drink it like that.
Get some of the stuff that's been in the fridge for a long time.
Okay, I'll bring some stuff.
Yeah, bring in some stuff.
Drag it in.
Drag it in.
Can you ask one of the interns to please grab a Lactaid fat-free?
All right.
I'm lactose intolerant. I fart a lot.
Oh, Jimmy.
By the way, the Schizo Bill thing.
Loose stools when you...
Oh, fucking awful. There are homes in California wiped out every time I sit on the bowl after drinking milk.
Look at all these milks coming in.
Ah. Parmalat.
Jesus Christ.
That could last for years, you know.
Jesus. I think that was bought for Ken Stevens.
Yeah, what are some of the dates on those things?
Yeah, what are the dates?
February 8th, it's not bad.
That's
February 8th?
That's okay.
Wait a minute. It's the...
I threw one out from January 30th.
That's 5 days ago.
I'm not drinking it.
February 8th.
February 16th is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
And this Lactaid here is got more life in it, but it smells because it's been sitting in the fucking refrigerator. And what is this?
That's Parmalat.
Who drinks that?
It's like irradiated.
Look
or
at this
something.
Pepsi.
Oh,
Someone's
no.
half drunk.
What are those?
Don't put them by my coat. What are you doing?
What are you doing?
The jacket's gonna smell.
Jimmy's
yelling at everybody.
What is wrong with you, Jimmy?
I don't like jacket to smell like fucking.
We're showing you the
food.
stuff that's in the fridge.
Who brought the lima beans?
Look at that gourmet.
Travis, what is
Can
that?
you put that over there, please?
What is that?
This is gourmet, but it's horseradish, and it looks like it's about 2 years old.
I bet whoever brought that in like some horseradish splashed on their back. Why would you fucking put that in a refrigerator?
That is
There's the
jizz
stuff from
that
our
is
fridge.
drying. It is jizz in that drying phase before it turns flaky.
This is fucking awful.
Whose lima beans are those? Who brings in a huge Tupperware bowl full of nothing but lima beans?
Hey, how about this? Let's get one of those fucking boxes and put all this shit in those boxes.
Yeah,
that
load it
belongs
up.
to those guys. Take your shit.
There's waffle syrup.
There you go. Put it in a box and we'll
Some
give it to
eggs.
them.
What's in the bag?
What's in
bread?
Bread.
Whole wheat bread.
Wait, it's got to be green by now. Take a look at the bread.
Is it moldy?
It has to.
Dude, can we put this over there? This is all in my area. I don't want this bad food.
Jimmy's losing it. Don't like the bad food near him.
Dude, it's fucking...
Take a sniff. Is it green? Oh, the famous Earl box.
The Earl box. Dude, just pack this with the rest of the boxes.
Load up the food.
The milk and everything. And
Oh, the milk's going to go so sour. It's going to spill and pour out of there, too.
Make sure you cover
Tape up the tops
so
or
it doesn't
something.
spill.
There you go. Just
duct tape the tops.
Send this over to the new facility with all the other boxes.
Yeah, it's all their stuff. Fucking those awful lima beans.
Put Fragile.
What the hell is that? Pickles?
Frozen pickles.
Frozen pickles.
There we go. Get all their food.
What is something we can write on the box that'll have it like it's not top priority and it'll just sit there for a while?
Bumper stickers.
No, put top priority. Let them get it immediately. But you can't put Earl on the box. Well, dude, they're not going to... drop something, Eric.
Yeah, good answer, Derek. Books.
Books.
Yeah. Something that won't get open for a while. Put Opie and Anthony needs.
Peter from Massachusetts.
Hey, good morning. Happy Valentine's Day, cuties.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, I know I might not be able to call you, though.
All right.
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
I think it's kind of funny that you're grossed out by the fridge, but you eat out hookers' assholes on a regular basis.
Dude, it's been brought up, and I don't deny that there's a silly ghost irony there, but it is what it is.
What's a prostitute's ass taste like, anyway?
Every other girl's asses, but more money. Tastes lovely.
All right. Thank you, sir. Let's say hi to Jerry in Missouri. Jerry.
Hey, guys. I used to haul milk, and you'd go into the dairies, and they'd be milking the cows, and they'd drop the things that were on the teat into the shit and piss, and they'd suck it up into the hose. And then you'd go out to the trailer to close the lid on the trailer, and you'd see all the crap and piss floating in the milk. It was disgusting.
That's before it's processed, my friend. Thanks to Louis Pasteur, we have pasteurization, which takes care of all that mucky muck in there.
Well, what do they do when they pasteurize milk, Anthony?
It's first they go through a very thorough filtering process with the milk, and then it is heated to kill any bacteria, and this is the pasteurization process.
Jerry, continue.
Hey, whenever the Mexicans that were milking the cows and everything, you'd see them go in and dip big cups full out and just drink it right out of it.
They're savages anyway.
Huh?
They're savages anyway.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying.
What else? Wait. What is in that thing? Blueberries. Oh, blueberries.
What's on the bottom of those blueberries?
Oh my God! What the fuck? It snowed in the blueberries.
Wait, let me see the blueberries.
Are you getting pictures of this stuff?
Let me see.
Hey, Jimmy.
Dude, I don't know what that is. Get the fuck away from me with it.
Don't put it by Anthony.
I don't want to know what it is. Look, there they are. People on Pal Talk can look. It's encased in white, and it's holding the blueberries in place.
Let me see it. Let me see it, E-Rock.
Yeah, get it away from me.
Can we please get pictures of this stuff for the site?
Hey, Jimmy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hey, I love you guys.
I love blueberries. Blueberries.
Oh, God, Opie ate one.
No, he didn't. What's the matter with you? It was in his mouth.
Oh. What is that box? What is that? Why do we need a friggin' 10-gallon drum full of maraschino cherries?
That was probably one of ours.
Keep that.
Cherry throwing.
No, keep that. That's for cherry darts.
We'll get a new one. We don't need that.
No, it's not filthy. Keep the cherry.
Those don't go bad?
No.
What's with the tabatachiki? What is that stuff? What is that?
Some Asian dish.
It's like a TV dinner?
Some Asian dish? That'd be Michelle Kwan.
How do you get this taste out of your mouth?
This is a fucking
right,
revolting.
We got to move on with the radio show.
Wait, don't touch the door handle if your hands are icky.
Bacteria, what is that? Oh, trident.
All right, listen.
Yuck.
What's that? Oh, gum. Thank you. That'll help the bacteria.
And they're putting that into a different box, right, Hawk?
Yeah, we got one.
Good boy.
All right, listen. Oprah signed with XM on Friday or Thursday, whatever it was.
Yep.
And then she did her show on Friday, and she was just ranting and raving about XM satellite radio. Good for her.
Ooh.
We got some great audio. Listen to this.
I have an exciting announcement today. This September, coming this fall, all of the Oprah Show regulars, Nate, Dr. Robin, Dr. Oz, Bob Green, spiritual leader Marianne Williamson, even my best friend Gail, will each have their own radio show. Yes. And they will be taking your calls. So we are launching the brand new Oprah and Friends channel on XM satellite radio. Get your XMs. Woohoo!
That is huge for XM.
Opie?
Yes.
I'd like to end our careers by pushing this little button on the sound effect.
No, push that!
Opie, once again, the power of our job is right here on the tip of my little finger. I shut my machine off. That is what they call a smart move.
Uppity what? All right.
I didn't say anything.
No, of course you
I
didn't.
played nothing. Right at the tip of the finger, though. The power to end our careers again.
Does make it exciting, I got to tell
Doesn't
you.
it?
Here's another clip from Oprah's show on Friday.
So this is what you're going to be doing on XM. Bob is one of my friends who will be on the new Oprah and Friends channel on XM satellite radio. So you got to have an XM radio in order to hear him. So I would assume y'all will be getting yours soon.
God, she's just sitting there plugging XM on her huge TV show.
That's right.
It is a massive, massive thing for XM.
Yes.
And finally, one more.
As you all probably know, Gail's my best friend. And she and I have talked every night of our lives for as long as we've been friends. And so I had this idea to do reality radio. So we record our phone conversations. So we're going to record our phone conversations and play them on the radio. As a radio show. Isn't that
Bit steal.
The thing about it is we've been kind of thinking about it as we're talking now. We go,
Ripping us off.
You can't have that on the radio.
From her.
Well, you can't have that. Boy, if they were recording this, you couldn't have that on the radio. So
tune in and you'll hear beep. Yeah, because I hear one side of it, and it is entertaining.
That would be the Oprah and Gail reality radio show on XM coming this September. It ought to be a hoot.
Hoot. We ought to do the same thing with our thing. We're stealing that bit from Oprah.
Yeah, let's
Too bad.
steal that.
We're on first. Believe me, we won't have a crossover audience.
Yeah.
Let's record some of our phone conversations, because we all talk every night, guys. No, but Opie, we do. Oh, have I got some ideas.
And then good old Leno. A lot of exposure for XM in the last few days.
Yeah, do you hear this?
And our friend Oprah signed a 3-year, $55 million deal with XM Satellite Radio. They're the big one, you know. They're the big one. The other one's kind of small. It's the big one, XM Satellite Radio. Oprah's going to be on satellite, so finally she's free of the FCC and she can swear and be as raunchy as she wants.
Nice way you threw in that little extra jab.
Oh,
too.
that little jab.
That's the big one. The other one's not so big.
Not so big.
That was
Not
kind
so
of
big.
Yeah.
We love Leno.
That was exactly what that was
Leno.
about.
Of course it was. Yeah, Howard's doing just such crazy great stuff over there. No one cares anymore. And then our old buddy, Scott Farrell.
Old buddy.
Huh?
Old buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because sometimes you go, hey, my old buddy Jim. And Jim's still my buddy.
Yes.
This is the ex-buddy, Farrell. I think I called him a bloody cunt clot.
But how did you mean it?
I meant it in a way that is worse than it sounds. What a phony lump of shit this guy is.
Well, just some
a phony.
Just some back history. We worked with Scott Farrell at WNEW in New York. Anthony and I actually got him hired at WNEW. He's a guy that's he's very good.
Can't keep his fucking job. You know something? He's good to some people. Some people like him. Some people hate him. I, for one, bit my tongue a lot of times. Just let him, just because you talk fast doesn't mean it's fucking good. If you're into sports, fine. You find him entertaining, great, whatever. I swear to you, there were times I bit my lip here and just like, all right, let him go. He's just on a rambling rant, won't let anyone get a fucking word in edgewise. He's on 20 different subjects, none of them entertaining or funny. And, he was very hit or miss. But out of friendship and loyalty, I wasn't going to blow up the guy's spot or anything like that. Let him go. Some people seem to enjoy him. That's fine. The second...
And we, just some back history, too. We were very interested in getting him here at XM. Very interested. We had a list of people we were very interested in getting here at XM, but we had to put all that on hold. Remember the whole golden ticket thing? That was a thing that was happening. Yep. And then there's some things that happened behind the scenes, so we had to kind of just stop that, put it on hold for a while. But eventually we are going to, hire some of our friends.
And we were all friends. It wasn't just like a radio thing. We all got along really well.
And he knew that.
Yeah,
and,
friends.
And he was told that, and we're like, all right, but hang in there, whatever. And then next thing you know, there's a post on his website that he's now claiming he didn't write or something.
Oh, now he's claiming he did?
Oh, now well, great. I have an email that from him that's because he wrote me personally because he was all scared that the pests were getting to him and his family. And he goes, look, I had nothing to do with the post on the website. And we're like, come on, Scott, at least admit it. And this post on the website was basically saying how great, Howard was and how he's going to kick our ass.
He's going to kick O&A's ass.
And it's like, wait a minute, you're a friend of ours. Why would you, out of nowhere, just, start, have a post like that on your website?
And here's the thing. If he wasn't getting hired by XM quickly enough, or, I don't know all the details of the talks that went on between him and XM. If things didn't work out and he got a better deal at Sirius, I have no problem. Don't make the mistake of thinking that anyone that goes to Sirius is an asshole and, fuck them. If the guy's got to eat and wants to have a job and they're offering him a better job, take it. I don't care. Jim Brewer's been over there from the start, before we were even here.
And that was a huge disappointment because we really like the guy.
We would have loved to have had him here.
We did great radio with the guy.
We would have loved to have him here, but he's over there. Bottom line, when we did that comedy tour and he was there, I sat in a dressing room with Brewer. We talked.
Of O&A.
I have no problem with Jim Brewer. I find him funny. I like Jim Brewer. I see him on the street. There's no, motherfuck this, avoiding anybody. He's great. You know why? He does what he does. We do what we do. We like each other. There's no reason to bash Jim Brewer.
No bad blood. We love Brewer.
There's no bad blood. Fine. He works over there. We work over here. That's how it worked out. We would have liked it different. Didn't work out that way. It worked out this way. I have no problem with that. The problem is fucking Pharrell, before he even announced any gig that was going on over there, took the first opportunity he could to bash O&A on his website and start what everyone over there seems to have to do, lap Howard's fucking nutsack to snuggle up and try to keep or get a gig over there. And now, all Pharrell is doing, he did a show, I guess, Thursday and Friday over there, is lapping Howard's ass I swear to you, it has to be every 5 minutes. He brings up the fact that, this fantastic Howard Stern, man, he's just got the innovator. It's so exciting to be over here with Howard. It's nothing but kissing ass on Howard. He bashes us and the pests. And worst of all, they have him saddled with a hole. They gave him, they sat him down and said, this guy needs to be calmed down. He just babbles incessantly about shit. Let's get him a hole, an dear broad to sit there and undermine what he did that some people did like. Just a waste. And you know something? Pharrell, you can go fuck yourself.
No one on this show badmouthed
done with
him.
that. I'm not going to ever sit with him again like we did with our agent and talk and have him talk about how great we are and just bullshit up and down. Because the bottom line is this guy doesn't care about anybody but Pharrell. And that's fine. You go through life like that. But you've exposed yourself. He doesn't care about Howard either. I'm not delusional and think that he thinks Howard's great. He still thinks Howard's a fucking asshole. But he's a phony. He's going to make that a phony response. And he thinks we're assholes. And he thinks everyone's an asshole except Pharrell, who, by the way, everyone in the business thinks is a fucking asshole because the guy can't hold a fucking job.
And he's pissed off that our pests went after him after he posted what he did on his website.
Yeah.
And we're like, look, Pharrell, you wrote this thing. Why would you write this if you're claiming to be our friends?
Oh, and then somebody tried to get on a message board and said Pharrell didn't write it, that Pharrell was sick, and that some other guy wrote it. It was written by Pharrell. You can't mistake that. It was written in his fucking words and the way he speaks. Stop it.
Who's that hot chick in the picture with Mez's co-host? She's really hot. I'm sure she. Oh, and like
she's a fan of our show. It's Lynn Hoffman. She came here and took pictures with all of us.
Well, now she's
a
hole.
Couldn't believe she was meeting us.
Congratulations, congratulations. Now you're a hole.
He's going to kiss her, but she's putting her hand up like, "Stop, naughty boy."
He's got the wacky Pharrell face on.
You made a great point in the office.
Fuck him.
How stupid radio is, by the way.
Yeah.
Like your friends, I have the quote where I said your friends become your enemies and your enemies become your friends. It's just how it is in radio.
And
it's sad.
I hate that I've gotten sucked into it because there's only two occupations, careers, whatever, businesses that this shit happens in. It's radio and fucking professional wrestling. That it's great to be lumped into that. No other job does that. No other fucking job. You don't go to any other job and have the smack talk that goes down in radio. And where one day you walk into a studio and a guy is your friend, and in front of the audience you're talking, he picks up a chair and slams it into your face. Oh my God! He just hit him with a chair! I can't believe it! Just yesterday they were friends, and now they're the deadliest of enemies. Only radio and fucking wrestling.
Yeah.
Great company.
They all do it when they go over to the Little Doggy Company. Bubba the Love Sponge, is an article that came out on him on one of the radio sites, basically saying his dream station would be, Howard Stern, himself, and Opie and Anthony.
Yeah.
And now we're hacks. And
That
now
would
we're
be
this,
a
and
great.
now we're that.
Yeah.
Now, because
now it's all bad.
Now it's all bad because we're not on the same channel. Or
And
whatever.
you can go over there and not have to kiss so much Howard ass. I don't get there's no self-respect in it.
No one bashed Pharrell here.
And it's not going to get you anywhere. I don't think they understand over there that I think they get caught up in the Howard hype where they're going over there. Sirius has pumped Howard up so much that they think that by going over there, they're part of that big Howard picture. No one's talking about you. Pharrell is not fucking bringing subscribers to Sirius. Sorry. Much to everybody's chagrin over there and people that don't like the Opie and Anthony show, we have done huge things here at XM with getting subscribers, keeping an audience, getting new people to sign up, getting people that have signed up to listen to this program, tell their friends who then sign up. This is fact. This is what happened. There's a buzz about this show in the satellite world, and that is spreading. If you're working over there and you're lapping Howard's ass,
and Howard has
for half
less
your
listeners
show
than us to begin with,
right? There's another thing. The excitement is not about Howard and you. It's about Howard leaving radio. You are now an employee over there at the second best out of 2 satellite companies. Congratulations. That's it. And to hear Pharrell, because I was listening on Pal, they do this thing on Pal Talk. It's fantastic. They all get on. They pick a war room and then broadcast the audio from the show. So now instead of the old days, which was like a couple of months ago, where they had to get a message board together and pretty much it was very hard to get the audio of the show streaming to everybody. You had to do it individually. Now they could do it in one place. They plan everything. They get the phone numbers up there on the Pal Talk thing, and then pound them and pound them and pound them. And Pharrell was getting pounded by the pest.
Oh, really?
I never heard the Ramon call.
Did he get some?
You suck, not you. Dude, it was so funny, and he was getting so pissed. He had to he was trying to dump out, and he would run out of dump and have to go to commercial.
On Sirius?
Yeah. He was dumping out of the pests calling.
Dumping and
Dumping out of the
commercials
pests
on
because the
Sirius?
motherfucking pussy wouldn't put our callers on the air.
Why? You're uncensored there. You can battle them.
They have a
No,
real
he can't.
censorship issue over there at the Little Doggy Company.
Is it because there's no XL?
Whatever.
No
There's
XL.
reasons.
They don't want to promote Opie
There's
and
reasons.
Anthony.
There's
They don't-
reasons.
There's reasons.
Oh, God.
There's reason.
We've been hearing some things.
Really?
No,
Fucking-
Howard beyond pissed off because they're already censoring him from the top.
Yep.
There you go. There you go. Let's
So
say hi to Jeff
fuck
in Pennsylvania.
Pharrell fucko list.
Jeff.
I was listening to it on Friday. We got XM and Sirius, and they were just fucking going crazy on him. And he, like you said, he was dumping, and that fool couldn't talk, and she couldn't say anything. And somebody called up one time and was playing Emily's My Vagina, and he was completely thrown on the fucking floor. The guy's a goofball, and you're right. He can't keep a common thought, and it's just fucking horrible.
No, dude, he was going off on so many. And to tell you the truth, out of all the time that we have known the guy, I only heard him on our show. I couldn't listen to his show. I don't like his show. But I understood that some people did like him. Fine. I couldn't stomach him that much. When he would go off and just start rambling, you try to ask him a question or steer him in a direction about a sports story that was going on, and he's off. And, like, you want to have a discussion with the guy, and it's impossible. So they put this hole with him, and she tries to steer him. It doesn't work. It is nothing but this disjointed babble that you can't get a hold of for long enough to enjoy anything.
Is she good, though? Does she have some funny things?
I couldn't tell. I couldn't even tell if she was just your standard hole or she could be the best fucking thing in radio. With him just, shake it. Shut up.
There were Ramon calls coming in.
Oh, yeah.
You
Ramon.
Not you.
Yeah. Take this man with throat cancer off the air. I mean, just horrendous.
Boston Strangler, what's up?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
I just want to let everybody know that the attack is still on for tonight.
Oh, it ain't stopping.
Oh, no, definitely not. We're going to be back in the Pal Talk War Room at 8 p.m. when the show goes on, and we're going to fucking destroy him.
He didn't have to go over there and trash us.
Nope.
We didn't do anything
If
to
he
him.
went over there...
He posted something on his website, so we called him out on it, like, what's that about? And we even said, call our show so we can work this out. Because then he wrote a few people say, look, I didn't write it. So I'm like, all right, call the show. Let's talk it out. But I think the Pest at this point, they could smell a phony. He didn't have to do that. Now he's going to have to pay for it.
And now we're the assholes?
Look, you go over there because we couldn't work out a deal. That's fine.
That's fine.
It's fine. And we would be bummed. But to go over there and the first chance you get is trash us? What's that about?
Well, dude, in one breath he was praising you guys, and then the next breath he was going, fuck Opie and Anthony. He was making references to your agents. And
he's a lunatic.
I know.
He's a fucking lunatic.
And then at another point, he kept on going on and saying basically how you guys abandoned him, and here you guys are on a beach drinking, making money while he's starving to death.
Yeah, while everyone else got fired over there. Yeah, because that was our motive. Yeah, we weren't trying to get another fucking job somewhere the next day that Infinity locked us into our contract and fired everybody else. That's our fault. Because we went up to Mel Karmazin's office and said, Mel, could you keep paying us so we can't fucking work, but fire all the people that have been loyal and we appreciated having working for us for 3 or 5 years or whatever the fuck years it was? That's what happened. Yeah, we told Mel Karmazin what the fuck to do. What a deranged fucking drunk idiot that cocksucker is. Fuck Pharrell. Fuck Pharrell.
Well, anyway, I just want to put out an APB, an all-pest bulletin, to come into the Pal Talk rooms tonight around 8 o'clock. The number for Stern Show or Pharrell Show is 1-888-STERN-100. We're going to friggin' destroy him like we did last time. We got,
if he's brave enough to take
have
phone
fun.
calls.
Have fun taking calls, Pharrell.
Hey, how
have
do
fun.
people get on this Pal Talk, by the way? Because there's a lot of people emailing saying, look, I want to be part of the Pal Talk.
Yeah, well, in order to keep the enemy element out, it's kind of a thing you got to go through.
Oh, I see. Okay.
But go on a Pal Talk, get in a room, see what you can work out.
All right.
That's all they can really say.
All right, you guys.
And it's very entertaining to listen to.
Do we have any audio of that or no? Do we have any?
Yeah, we got Scott Farrell on Howard. This guy was our friend. I mean, it's so ridiculous to say anyone's your friend in radio. It really is.
But I did a show when we were off
Tim
the air.
Sabi and I were talking back and forth on a weekly basis from the day I got fired all the way up until he took a job at the Little Doggy Company. And out of nowhere, he just fucking goes to work with Howard. He hates Howard.
Yeah, but Tim
said how great we were. He had fucking posters in his office down at YSP even after we got fired. The guy fucking loves us and turns around and goes to work with Howard.
But I have no problem with Tim Sabian either.
Not at all.
I really can't.
I have a big fucking problem
Dude,
with Tim
he might like Mel. Maybe he likes working with Mel.
And I was closest to Tim than all you guys. He's a fucking phony just like the rest of them.
Maybe XM didn't offer them money.
It's sad to say that, but I'm calling him out. He's a fucking phony like the rest of them because there was a reason why he wasn't ready to leave his past job and come over to XM. There was a stock thing and there were other concerns that he wanted to wait out. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he pulls the trigger and goes to work for Howard.
I don't know what deals are made by these guys, so I can't just for the fact of going over there, I don't have enough information. I don't know what. Well, if XM said, "Hey Tim, here's $100,000 a year. We want you to sign a fucking 10-year contract. Come on over." And Sirius goes, "Hey Tim, here's $1.5 million a year. Here's umpteen thousand fucking shares of stock." Here's the power position you're going to have, and you're back under Mel, who loves you. You can't fault the guy. The weight of O&A loyalty to that has to balance out somewhere.
Yeah, I got no problem with Tim. He didn't badmouth him.
So personally, for me,
you guys don't know the inside scoop.
And he's not
wasn't about the
badmouthing.
money. It wasn't about the money. I'm telling you.
Maybe he just
it
loves
wasn't
Mel.
about the fucking money.
Maybe he loves Mel. I mean, I don't know, but it's not a love for Howard or a dislike for
Would I
Opie.
love to have him here?
It's these
Sure.
guys in radio. They're a bunch of fucking phonies. They love you, but then they turn around and kick you in the balls when you're not looking.
Well,
I'm telling you, man. And then I was really close with the guy, and I find out from a stupid radio message board that he got hired over there. Didn't even have the balls to call up and go, look, dude, this is what's going on.
He probably would have been in big trouble if he called the Opie and Anthony show on XM to announce that he was on.
Not our actual show behind the
Or-
scenes. I slept in the fucking guy's house. I'm telling you.
Go through his drawers. Big condoms, XLs.
No,
what was he got in there?
That was somebody else. Swamp Knob.
Anthony.
Good name.
Anthony, you there?
Yes, my friend. I am here until 11:01.
Anthony, listen, the other night, I don't know if you got on in time, one of the callers called up his Howard's daughter, Emily, and got in singing the whole My Vagina song, and the stupid douchebag Pharrell didn't even catch on to it and let it go for a minute and a half, saying, that's great, I don't know what this guy's talking about. He just sat there laughing his balls.
I don't know what it is. I don't know. Shake it up.
Stop.
It was great. I was in tears. The whole board in Pal Talk was in tears over it.
Well, if you guys got audio of that, please send it in. We love that shit. Thank you.
Hey, how about, Ant, did you catch Lil on cam the other night? She was out of her mind.
She's a classic Lil on cam.
No.
Oh, she was crazy naughty girl the other night.
Yeah, she's a dirty
Oh,
girl.
she's a filthy, lovely individual.
All right, thanks. Let's go to Rose in West Virginia. Rose?
Hey, it's
Hey.
me.
Hey!
I did the My Vagina call. I'm calling in to take credit for it.
Did you?
Oh, that was you?
Yep.
Very good.
Very good. One of our pests helping us out.
What'd you say when you called? That you were Emily?
No, I just called up, told them I was from West Virginia, told them I loved Pharrell, and they were like, oh, we'll put you right through. And as soon as he picked up, I started in with the My Vagina.
Very good.
Yep.
Thanks for that, Rose.
Bye,
Thanks.
Rose.
All right, let's say hi to Joe in Jersey.
Never
Joe.
let go, Rose.
Joe.
Hey, how
Awful
you
name.
doing? Hey, Anthony, why don't you tell us how you really feel about Pharrell? Don't hold back.
Yeah.
Listen, this guy is such a fucking asshole. When he was on your show and you guys talk sports, you know, when you trade a guy in sports, they stay friends with each other just because they go from Dallas to Pittsburgh or whatever. They stay pals. Why does this guy got to out himself and be a fucking dick?
It's
He could've just
bizarre.
been
I
over
think
there.
I think he feels like he has to kiss Howard's ass to work
Right.
over there, like
So-
Anthony
So he's
brought
not-
up. Because it's really bizarre that he would just go after us like that.
We're at the point now where if somebody bashes us, they feel like they're getting in a little better with Howard. And that isn't the case. You're being bamboozled.
Well,
And these guys have no idea they're making a huge mistake because they're not working for the Howard Stern of 1995-ish.
No.
It's a whole new world, man.
He's not a boss. He's overpaid hell.
When we were off the air, I did his show. I think it was Atlanta. And he was great. I mean, he was asking for you guys. He was happy.
We
He was
got
talking.
audio of him kissing our ass.
It was,
we don't have to go any further than this machine right here to find audio of him kissing our
Well,
ass.
I would like to hear it if fucking Hawk was on duty instead of leaving his fucking awful sandwich there and traipsing off to engage in homosexual
What is
behavior.
he eating? What is in that?
It's just awful.
What is it?
Hey,
Oh,
little
shit.
Jimmy,
Oh,
let me
it's
ask
in
you
the
a question.
car. Oh,
Put it back up there. Put it back up there now.
Hey, Jimmy, I spoke to your mom at your HBO show. It was fantastic.
Eric, your thing fell over.
Your thing fell. What was that?
It's on my seat now.
Your sandwich fell, Eric.
What was in that, Eric? Tuna?
It's all over the floor.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah, you did. You fucking stomped it like the Gestapo.
What?
I saw you doing the HBO show, and after the show, I talked to your mom and dad,
Okay.
and I told her that it was funny the way, you guys played that message from your machine, and she was like, oh, my God, I was mortified. I had no idea when I left that message she was going to bring it in. She was so cute. I just wanted to say she was all right.
Oh, your
Oh,
mom's
thank you.
cute.
All right.
Thanks.
I got to apologize. I'm sorry, Eric. It seemed right at the time, and now
Jeez, you
And it
stepped all
seems
over
right
his
now.
sandwich.
I don't
and
apologize.
now
You're the boss.
and now I feel bad. There's tuna in the treads of my...
Not only should you have done that, you should have done it while it was in his hand and he was eating it.
Well, it was in his mouth.
That's how you assert power.
I thought it was kind of fun
Why don't you
to
buy
do.
him a new sandwich?
He's still First of all, he's still hungry, and the rest of that sandwich was like, oh.
Why don't you buy him a new sandwich, Ope?
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, get him a new sandwich.
No, I got to start apologizing to things.
Get him a new sandwich.
I thought it'd be fun, and then
Get him a new sandwich.
Then I looked at him, and the sandwich is squashed all over the floor. It's in my shoe.
Little sad.
You're yelling at him like he's Connie. Now clean it up!
Didn't get the reaction I wanted. It's just, I feel really awkward right now.
Why? He's all right.
Sometimes you do outrageous things. It gets the laugh you were looking for, and other times you just feel like I dope.
Otherwise, she will just go, oh, he just did that. Why don't you buy him a new one? We'll chip in.
Let's see. Give him more. All right, well, here's some audio of Pharrell kissing Howard's ass, I guess. It's hard to listen to because he used to be our friend.
Yeah.
Whatever a friend is supposed to be. I don't
In
even
radio.
know anymore.
Doesn't mean shit.
This is Scott Farrell. He did a radio show for us here on Howard 100 last night. You're on tonight, right, Scott?
Absolutely. It's just the greatest thing ever for me.
Great. Is this not
Oh, my
fun?
God. It was just the sickest night of my life. I've now accomplished everything in life. I did Letterman twice, and now I sit with you. God on earth, my hero in radio.
Thank you. When you were at NEW, it was rumored that you were fired because you told management to fuck off.
Yes, I did.
You walked in.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, here we go.
You know why he got fired?
Yep.
It just hit me.
Yeah,
Because
remember?
he was sticking up for us.
Right.
Because of the Sex for Sam thing that Anthony and I blew up our careers over.
Yeah.
Scott Farrell was the guy that went on the air and basically said this is bullshit, blah, blah, blah.
They had told the air staff not to mention us, not to talk about us anymore. We were done.
Holy shit, they're actually talking about this on Howard's show?
Yeah.
The reason he got fired was fucking sticking up for us.
And Scott went on and said it was bullshit that we got fired. And they fired him. Ooh,
Wow,
the echo.
that's kind of creepy when you hear yourself screaming.
Jeez. It's like, who's that lunatic out there? Oh, it's me.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
He went down this road with Howard, and what do they mention us?
I don't know. I didn't hear this.
NEW. It was rumored that you were fired because you told management to fuck off.
Yes, I did.
You walked into an office and said, fuck off?
Now, some of those bosses are here today, and I love them very much, and they're great to me, and they've always been good to me. Jeremy Coleman, I look up to.
Great guy.
It all stemmed from the LA thing. Look, we all got fired.
You look up to him? Scott.
He's 3 feet tall.
Exactly. So he's fucking Fiona Apple.
Fiona Apple.
How do you look up to him?
Oh, my God. Oh, my dear sweet Jesus, Pharrell. What happened?
He looks up to Jeremy. We used to walk all over the guy. He's a nice guy and stuff.
Very nice guy.
Floor mat, though.
He's lupus.
How do you look up at him?
He's lupus from Bad News Bears.
Take care of Jeremy, and then he goes, and you just wait till next year.
He was lupus, right?
Yeah.
Great to me, and they've always been good to me. Jeremy Coleman, I look up to.
Great guy.
It all stemmed from the LNA thing. Look, we all got fired. 30 of us went down the drain instantaneously in a matter of 3 days. I got nothing out of it. I got, no cause. You're the devil. See you later. Good luck to you. Have fun in Boca, your pad, and stay the F away from us, you miserable. And so I was gone. I went, one day they did the thing in the church, and the next day I'm in bed. I'm fired. I'm laying on a beach in Boca Raton. They call me and tell me I'm whacked. Everything from day one's been so cool. From the parade for the launch.
It's great.
The shows have been kick-ass. I drive around like a homeless person listening every day.
Who does he listen to? He says the same shit about us that he's been driving around listening to us.
Both at the same time. One of your phones got you, one's got Howard, blah, blah, blah. Shake it up.
Oh, this is embarrassing, Scott. It's embarrassing. He used to fight the same fight we did.
He's a phony.
Holy crap.
He's
People are going to see through your shit, buddy.
For how real he wants to come off, he's nothing but a phony.
People are going to see through your shit, buddy.
Did he say bad stuff about you?
You didn't have to go down this road. You just go over there and do your gig.
Do your gig.
It's great.
The shows have been kick-ass. I drive around like a homeless person listening every day.
He's sincere,
it's
Howard.
Great. I don't usually get off on any shows on radio. I hate everyone. But I'm friends with a lot of people in the business that do shows. I don't think much of any of them, but as friends I do. And I think what you're doing, and always in my life, it's been a kicker for me and laughing. This guy makes me laugh. No one makes me laugh.
Well, one of the things...
You're a sick fucker. You make me laugh.
One of the nice things about this job now is I do get to meet other radio people, and I get to hang out.
They're all jealous of you.
Well, but I also get to maybe even...
I worked with everyone that hates you.
I know.
Everyone in the last few years.
Everyone in the industry.
O&A, Manga, they all hate.
They all hate.
Well, if you're working, you're working with somebody who hates
great guys.
It's sad when you inspire people and you give them an opening and you say to something, radio can be better, and you pioneer
The shows
something.
are better than all of theirs. That's the problem. They get all flustered. And then, I just like to be around great talent. Like being on that show with Manga, being on with Greg and Anthony all the time was great for me and their audience, and being on today is another experience I'll never forget.
See, he can't totally commit, though, right?
Yeah, not during that portion. But then when he got on his regular show,
oh God,
he really started going off.
Scott, you didn't have to go down that road. I feel sorry for you.
We're just jealous.
Holy shit.
That's what it is.
It's amazing. It's amazing. Well, we got a picture of the box that's filled with all the old milk.
Ooh.
And it's labeled books, and it's going to go to the new facility with all the other boxes around here.
That is going to stink, man.
Holy shit. We might get in trouble for that.
That's a good one.
I got to tell you.
Oh, come on. It's a frat prank.
Let's go to Chris in Boston. Chris, what's up?
Hey, I want to tell little Jimmy, he started talking about how he did that fucker show. He said something along the lines of that hack comic that O&A bring on and try to have him tell jokes was on my show, and I couldn't laugh at him if I had a cocktail an hour or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, that
He
the whole
didn't say that.
It just shows desperation.
It's the whole thing with no one makes me laugh. I'm friends with radio people, but they don't make me laugh. I don't think of much what they do. But you go, you're crazy. You're right. All that right there is just. Why do you have to go that far?
This guy just lied, by the way.
His genius dig at him was that he should
Did
get
he?
a haircut or something like that.
Are you trying not to burn a bridge, Jimmy?
Not at all. If he said that, I'd love to attack him for that. If he said
But
it,
you
I
don't
don't
think he
believe
said
this.
it?
I'm just not going to let somebody fucking.
He did
instigate-
say
Oh,
that?
did he? Okay, well then fuck him.
Derek is now saying he said it. Call Derek a liar, Jimmy. Go
Well,
ahead.
I believe everything
Call
Derek-
Derek a liar.
No, Derek's too handsome.
Let's go to Pharrell. Pharrell?
Yo, how's it going, O&A? I just want to publicly apologize. I listen to you guys all the time, bro. Can you get me a job?
That's pretty good.
That's really good.
It's almost perfect.
Shake it up.
Almost perfect.
That's too bad. Let's go to Joe in Atlanta. Joe?
You know, I've just been listening. What is this? Why don't this dick come out of the closet? Is he Harvey Firestein? All I want is to be loved. He sounds like a fag. But anyway,
I appreciate his support.
Yes.
I didn't appreciate his humor.
Exactly. Support, yes. Humor, shoot yourself.
Your support was very good, very good. But the joke itself was ghastly.
It's just embarrassing that these guys got to go on Howard's show and kiss his ass like that.
All of them have to come in and kiss the ring. That's what's embarrassing.
They were all fighting the good fight and just didn't have what it takes to get it done. So
Yeah.
like, all right, well, I might as well join him. Kiss his ass. Do what he tells me to do.
Yeah. In some strange twist of reality, if this ever happened, we, for some reason, had to go over there. Had to go over to Sirius.
No, they would have to build the Berlin Wall again.
Yeah, there would have to be a wall. You would not hear us doing this.
No.
There will be no O&A kissing ass like that. It
No.
just wouldn't fucking happen. It couldn't happen. Why do these guys feel like that will put them in the big picture of Howard's career? It's just because you kiss his ass doesn't mean you're going to be written up in the fucking blurb about him. Christ.
All right. So there you go. Let's go to Hell's Dignity. Hell's Dignity, what's up?
I can't fucking believe this guy. He was just on inviting you guys to bowl games.
Dude, he was like, when you coming up to play golf?
Oh, what an asshole.
We went across the street and we had
Play
lunch.
golf like that Kennedy kid played it with that girl. With that motherfucker.
Went across the street for lunch with our agent trying to figure the whole fucking thing out. The last we talked to Scott, we're like, look, Scott, it ain't going to happen right now, but we were trying to get him a spot on our show at least to keep it going. And then, Elo's got to figure out some things behind the scenes, and then something big is going to happen for other shows.
Well, it's time for the fucko list.
I'm telling you right now, I did nothing. Anthony did nothing. Jimmy did nothing personally. Nothing to this guy.
Nothing.
Nothing. You know, all we know is one of our past go, you better check out the Pharrell website because he's trashing you guys. I'm like, what? That's impossible. And then he wrote me a long email on my AOL account. I'll have to bring that in.
You should.
Where he's, actually saying how great we are in the email, and he was a little scared because the pests were trashing him and his kid and his wife and all that.
Let me tell you something.
And then he was threatening lawsuits. And I'm like, what are you talking about?
I've gotten emails and still get emails from every jock that's been fired since we got fired. I have them. And it's all very nice, very, a lot of camaraderie there because people can relate what it's like to get fired when you got a radio gig. And it's so different because, you know, you're very cordial to each other, back and forth, talking, regardless of who it is. And then it just snaps. And then fuck you, fuck this. It's worse than fucking wash women, this gig. Fucking radio. What a bunch of assholes.
I just never thought that he was like a fraudulent bootlicker. Yeah. I really never thought that about the guy. I thought he was at least an honest guy.
Because he comes off with having more balls than that, I guess, and more independence, dignity, whatever you want to fucking call it. But then there he is, just like bullshitting to Howard. Just like we were bullshitted to by him.
Yeah, what's the real deal, Scott?
I hope Howard wasn't believing any of that. Not that he cares.
What's the real deal, Scott?
One thing Scott does is fun is he puts his name where things could be. Like if you call him, it's the Pharrellophone.
Yeah, this girl is about the size of a Pharrelephant.
Philadelphia. That's a good city. That's where they're all backstabbing cunts.
Let's go to Joe in Brooklyn. Joe?
What's going on, fellas? As you know, here I am, angry again. This motherfucker, he's got some fucking balls. You know what? Who the fuck do you think he is? What did he do? He sent you a fucking email that the pests were attacking his family? Hey, Scott, you made your fucking bed, jerk off, now lay in it. You fucking pussy. You don't like it? Don't talk shit. It's simple. Is it hard to understand? He's a fucking pussy. If I catch him in the fucking street, I'd love to fucking slap him across his fucking mouth. Fucking motherless fuck.
There's no loyalty, bro. There's none. There's no loyalty in this business whatsoever. I'm finally convinced of it. The shit that I've seen in the last year, I'm just amazed by. Amazed. And I've been doing this a long time, you know? And it's like, you were just on our show kissing our ass and giving us good radio, saying you listen to us all the time, and now you run over there the first chance you get, you kiss Howard's ass and trash us?
And we were friends. The last time we went out, we were across the street eating, and I thought I saw Jane Fonda. So the whole breakfast, Pharrell is telling me, no, that's not Jane Fonda. I used to see her every day.
Yeah.
We were all friends and eating and hanging out. I never fucking badmouthed the guy. Nobody on the show ever badmouthed the guy. What a fucking bootlicker.
No? Wasn't he on the show recently?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking
He's been on our show a bunch of times since we started here.
The fucking balls and these fucking people. I can't fucking believe it. I'm sitting here listening. I cannot fucking believe that somebody could fucking be a turncoat like that fucking quick.
Yeah, you can in radio. You can in radio. Yep. No problem.
All right, boys. Be safe.
See you, man.
Thank you, Joe.
And I was off this show for 26 months, and I had to do a lot of commercial radio around, and I still never once went on an enemy show, and I still never badmouthed this show, which, I mean, pretty obviously. But there's a lot of enemies of this show, so you don't have to fucking go around trashing this show to succeed. You understand what I mean? You don't have to do that in a new job. It's fucking bullshit.
Let's go to Mike in Philly. Mike?
What's up, guys?
Hey.
There's another enemy of the show that's going to be in the area, New York area soon.
Yeah.
You guys haven't brought that up, and I'm just curious what we should do.
Dice. Another one. What did we do to these people? Someone explain it to me.
Nothing.
Someone have an open discussion with me and tell me what we did to these people. The first chance Dice got, he trashed us and said that we were selling hot dogs in the middle of the desert.
Yeah.
So when he goes from L.A. to Vegas to do his big, huge, gigs, that he stops by and gets a hot dog from us because no one has heard from us.
That is funny, though.
It's like, what did we do to you, Dice? What did we do to you?
Nothing.
All right, punching out, fellas. Thanks.
All right.
On a lighter note, it's fucking 10 degrees in the studio.
It's freezing.
We are so hated. So hated.
It really are.
You know what? It's fine to be hated by your enemies, but to be hated by people that you took into your home and stuff, that's bizarre to me. You know?
Yeah.
It's bizarre. Like, what did we do to those people?
Nothing.
I understand the other people that hate us because we go after them, blah, blah, blah. But people that we're actually friends with, drank with, ate with, I slept over, Sabian's house. Dice checked out my place when he was in the city. It's like it was more than just doing radio. And all of a sudden they turn around and they kill you first chance they get. For what? What did we do?
Because it's professional fucking wrestling.
What did we do? What did I do to Dice?
I don't know. What did you do?
He wanted me to call him before he did our show or something like that. But I wasn't in the mood to call anyone for probably 6 to 8 months after my dad died. So sorry that I didn't get back to him. If that's what it is, then God.
Fuck them all.
Let's go to Keith in Jersey. Keith, what's up?
Opie, good morning.
Hey.
I got to tell you, for all the times you guys were counting how much time you were spending talking about Stern and Sirius,
yeah,
it is the best bit ever for 2 reasons. A, number one, it's just hysterical listening. You get more fired up than Anthony does about stuff. But 2, I don't know, for some reason, every moron I know is picking up a Sirius, and I'm like, I record some of these bits where you're talking about, and you've got actual facts, because when I get in the heat of it, I lose all my facts. I just give them a CD with a couple of MP3s burned from your stuff, and it just shuts them up, from whether or not it's a matter of that they don't have a true receiver where you can walk around and hear it and stuff, to stuff Stern's done, anything and everything. It just shuts them all up. So I want you to keep talking about Sirius, keep talking about Stern, because it's the most entertaining part of my day.
All right.
And the other thing is this Pal Talk thing. I'm a Mac consultant, and you guys got to do something to talk to these people so the Mac users can see this stuff too.
So 3 faggots with Macs can get online.
Fucking Mac is incompatible with everybody, dude. It's the way Apple does shit.
Good morning, baloney tits.
Thank you, sir. They're completely incompatible with everything. They're arrogant, man.
Actually, it's not baloney. I think it's chocolate pudding.
Why do they do that? You can't even right-click on Mac. They blow.
Actually, you
can now.
You can now, but you get to expand the window. You got to just drag it. It's fucking awful.
I have a Mac, but you need a regular Windows computer also. You can't just have a Mac.
Of course you can't.
Stop believing the hype.
No, you can't just have a Mac,
dude. Macs
and function in this world.
Macs were great when compared with DOS and C-Prompt. They were convenient, but compared to fucking Windows, if Mac was compatible with everything, if they weren't such arrogant cunts with their software, I would like them. But iPod, they're just extremely arrogant.
I love Mac. I use all kinds of graphics programs on it, but when it comes to just going online and doing your daily work that you do and playing games, Windows.
It's like no Windows machine is ready to go out of the box, all the cool stuff. You got to add that stuff yourself. And the problem is a lot of Mac users don't know where to get that stuff. I've been doing nothing but Mac support for 20 years. If Apple stopped making a Mac, I'd be a pastry chef, but because I hate Windows. But the bottom line is
the goddamn guy that hates Windows. There's such this animosity between the hippie Mac people and the corporate Windows people.
That's not it. I do corporate Mac support.
Yeah.
I work for an ad agency in Midtown. I'm over on 42nd Street in a news building, dude.
Good luck to you. Keep up your good nature.
They're inconvenient, dude. Macs are inconvenient.
All right.
No viruses.
I know, that's true, because no one cares about Mac enough to give it a virus.
The only virus I got is the ONA virus.
You know who else doesn't have viruses? Fat chicks, because no one fucks them.
Punch it out.
All right, let's go to Theo in Jersey. Theo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey. Let's call this pussy up and confront him.
What's that? What did he say?
What?
I really don't know.
Did anybody hear what he said?
Was he trashing us? If he was, all right. But I have no idea what he was saying.
Couldn't understand.
Okay. All right, let's move on.
Jesus.
Who knows? I have to pee.
You do?
Yeah, fucking Theo.
I have something by Spoon Man.
Well, then I'll hold it.
What is it?
Well, it's cold outside, right?
It's freezing in here.
Baby, it's cold outside. Featuring Patrice O'Neal.
Really?
Remember the story Patrice O'Neal told that he went up to Boston for the holidays and he decided to sleep at a rest stop?
Oh, yeah.
Because he was really tired, and then there was a guy that was banging on the passenger window and said, hey, it's cold out here.
It's cold out.
And Patrice had no clue it was a gay gentleman trying to get a little action.
Suck a little dick.
How hard up do you have to be as a gay guy to see Patrice in the car and go, all right, well, that's the only cock within 8 miles.
Right.
There must have been no one else in that parking lot.
No.
So
no one.
Patrice is like, well, if it's cold outside, go inside, motherfucker. Like, has no clue he's getting hit on.
You can picture him just sitting there all confused, just woke up.
What?
Well, it's warm inside.
Didn't Patrice try to say the guy tried the handle?
Tried the door handle. Like he wanted to come in.
What?
So Spoon Man put together this little song for Patrice O'Neal.
There's a guy looking in my window. Clean cut white guy. Abercrombie and Fitch. What's up, man? He goes,
cold out here.
I go, what?
It's cold out here.
And he tries my handle on my door. He pulls my door handle.
Holy shit.
It's cold out here.
Well, go inside. Go inside. There's coffee in there. Now, I'm sitting there not thinking anything except for this is some crazy motherfucker who needs warmth, and I'm going, well, I'm sorry, dude, but, you're not going to warm up in my fucking car,
Wish I knew how to break the spell.
So, he walks away.
I ought to say no,
I'm looking at him. And I'm still not, my energy still isn't like, what the fuck? I'm just like, that was weird.
That's a little odd.
New York,
Yeah.
It's cold out here.
So, I watch him, this motherfucker gets into a Subaru Outback with a Christmas tree on top and drives away. And that's when the adrenaline kicked in. I said, this motherfucker, he was going to suck strange black dick before he went home to take a Christmas tree to his fucking family. This guy was a fag. I didn't know. I thought he was just a creepy cold guy. So it was almost like I let something evil escape. Your husband is trying to suck strange gangster cock, and it was just like Gangsta Fag song. It was a well-dressed fucking businessman type. Sucking dick at a Connecticut
White
restaurant.
dude. Do you think the family he's bringing that fucking Christmas tree home has any clue
that their husband is sucking rest stop dick and has a rest stop code? Like, I'm going, if I was a fag, is that the code? It's cold out here. Fucking faggot, huh?
We are definitely hoping that more people show up this Friday for American Mess. Open call for all you freaks out there looking for new freaks for the Opie and Anthony program. Is there like details in one of those promos telling people where to go and all that?
I hope so.
Yeah. We're looking forward to Friday. After Psycho Bill, Schizo Bill, you got to think that there are more people on the way.
Let's wait till the lyrics start.
I know. I want to sing this song now. By the way, we just found out a lot of people observing through Pal Talk that we're all freezing in here. We got hoods up and hats on and winter coats. We just learned that the AC has been on all weekend long.
Why did no one tell us? We've been bitching for 4 hours.
And E-Rock goes, okay, they just turned the AC off.
Yeah, the blizzard's over. Let's turn the AC off.
Why do they have AC running at all?
It is so cold in here. Like,
my toes hurt.
Why did nobody tell us earlier? I've been complaining about the freezing cold since 7:06.
It's amazing.
It's
the whole technology thing again.
Yeah.
Why can't we turn down our own AC?
There should be a thermostat in here like the old days.
Right.
Where you go, hey, what's the temperature in here?
Wait, this doesn't look
degrees?
right. Let me change it.
Turn it up to 74. No.
Your boys have been freezing all morning long.
The way it works in here is how cold is it? Well, let me see. I can feel 4 toes.
Yeah.
That's what we do in here, toe counts.
Unbelievable. So maybe
it's all automated now for the
Whatever.
building. It's economical that way.
Whatever. Should we save Guess the Sound for tomorrow?
Yeah, because it's almost showtime over, Opie.
How did this happen?
We get scared.
I don't know. We were being bitched at, by the way, that, did you happen to notice, did you see that post?
What?
Did you happen to notice, someone starts the trouble, did you happen to notice that the O&A show ends just a little earlier every week? They seem to be, like, ending the show earlier. Oh, wait, I didn't do that properly. You're right. Okay, may I?
Yeah, because you're not going to make me dance today.
Okay.
I'm not your Ellen DeGeneres.
That's all
I'll
right.
do it when I
like
want
doing-
to.
Right.
Hey, did you notice that the O&A show ends earlier every week? What the fuck?
Anyone else feel like they're not getting their money's worth?
Yeah, there it is. Angry typing guy. Angry typing guy.
I better not be known for angry typing
love
guy.
you are angry typing guy.
I do a lot for this program. I don't want to be known for the angry typing guy. Yeah, because I was at my brother's restaurant on Friday, and then one of the posts on the message board was, and I got to meet angry typing guy. Not Opie. Angry typing guy.
Well, you know what Leonard Nimoy goes through with Spock.
Jeez.
You just got to accept it. Yeah, so they were pissed off, and I had to explain that I believe they were pissed off because it was the Friday show.
Yeah.
I said, we went an hour and a half without a break twice. We went an hour and a half, took a break, went an hour and a half, took a break, did the rest of the show,
an hour,
and ended it because we kind of had to fit some commercials in.
Do you know that we're supposed to, and they want us to do this, they want us to take 8 breaks.
Yeah.
Every morning.
Yeah.
Friday we took 3.
Took 3.
Because it was
that's
flowing.
Why
when the show's flowing, we refuse to stop.
Yeah, that's why the show ended a little earlier than usual.
Because we had to make up
We had to make up. But they don't get that.
I don't understand.
I'm a pale, comparison.
Why is the show ending early?
Oh, Jimmy! And he did the fingers and everything.
They're taking us for granted. I didn't sign up to pay for commercials. Why do they have to do angry typing guy so much? It isn't even funny anymore. Opie's the only angry typing guy we like. Anthony can't do it right, and Jimmy's completely sucks. But I gotta be honest, I'm even getting sick of doing it, but I know it's annoying them, so I'm gonna keep doing it. It kinda hurts my fingertips. And I feel stupid because I don't have a keyboard.
We're silly typing geese.
Oh, how funny is it going to be when there's a thread on Whackbag? Does anyone else think that angry typing guy is played out?
Oh, dude, unbelievable.
See, that's the only bit that will never be played out.
Ever. For as long as we both shall live.
You dummies. Let's go to Ryan in Ohio. Ryan?
Yes.
All right, we're going to do some free form here. Just go to the phones and see what happens.
Yeah.
Ryan, what's up?
Crazy.
Hey, what's going on?
Hey.
O&A.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
My XM radio.
You just got it?
Just got it. Just calling up to say you guys are fucking awesome. And, keep up the good work. I haven't heard you guys live in like 3 years. So
Can I ask you something, Ryan? What took you so long?
Where you
been? Hey, I was in college.
Go to audible.com. You can download a ton of old shows already.
Dude, I was on
and
the
best of
virus,
stuff.
Downloading all your shit. It was awesome. But, I just called up. I wanted to say, I'm excited as shit to get.
Eric in New York.
Hey, good morning, boys.
What's up, Eric?
I learned a couple of things today. Fat girls don't get viruses because nobody fucks them.
Yeah.
But I'm bummed.
Well, we did
and one more thing. The fatter the cock, the faster you go in luge.
Yeah, we think that's what's going on. Now I can't even watch luge the same way.
Goodbye.
When I see the luge tonight, I'm going to be laughing really hard. Mike in New Orleans.
Well, what I learned today was that little Jimmy Norton's getting ripped off by Oprah Winfrey. Oprah and Friends, indeed.
No, sir, I was going to say that we're going to steal from her.
Yeah. Hey, Mike.
Happy birthday, Midge.
Mike, they're doing Mardi Gras?
Absolutely. You guys coming? I was with you last year on the balcony, man.
No, we're not going to make it this year.
When
Can you guys come up here? Can you guys come up here and take your schwoogies and bring them home, please? There's a big story in the paper that. What's the story in the paper today that we forgot to talk about?
Oh,
the Katrina victims.
Yeah, Katrina victims are still here in New York City hotels.
Oh my God.
Still here. Can someone give me how many months it's been?
I don't know. I think it was October, right? Somewhere around there. It's got to be 4 months, 5 months.
Almost 5 months. Yeah, almost 5 months or so, around there. There are still Katrina victims at New York hotels. And the hotels are now saying, could you leave? Like, we're done taking care of you. You have to leave. They've been living there without having to pay, by the way. FEMA, other agencies, charities have been paying their way. So now these black leaders have gotten up and are protesting these hotels, saying that they shouldn't be kicking these people out. They're throwing them out on the street. Have they given them enough time to to even set up shop here in New York? Get a job here. Do something. They're sitting in these fucking hotels, eating off the government till, and now protesting that they're getting thrown out. And to top it off, they want $1,500 per family to leave. They're asking the hotel to pay them to get the fuck out. How is this going on?
I don't know. Look, I'm not saying they should be able to stay in hotels forever, but when
get the fuck out.
Everything they have, they've pretty much lost. I have a certain amount of empathy for them, man. That's everything you have is gone. You have to not only can you lose everything, but you have to relocate. By the nature of what happened. So it's like now you're in a new place. You don't know if you can go back to your home where you used to live. I don't know. That's a rough one.
Do you think in these 5 months that they're staying at this hotel that they are working to get out of that hotel? That they are saying, let me take this 5 months. Let me take the money that has come in through charities, various organizations, and get my life back in order? Something, right. Instead of sitting in a hotel in New York until they go to throw you out and then going, hey, what? I thought I was going to be able to stay here forever.
And you got to think a lot of these people aren't going to make a move until someone finally does kick them out.
That's true. A lot of them won't, but
why would you, try to make something of yourself when you know that, that old argument.
Didn't the fucking oil companies make the biggest profits ever this year or something? I mean, it's like even after all that shit, we were all taking a hit at the pump. Everyone was getting fucked except for them. They made as much money as they should have, so fuck them.
I'm not saying people have been fucked on, fucking over people on the other end, but there are people that have been in these hotels for 5 months. It's time to leave without, an argument or a goddamn protest or black leaders showing up to say that it's racist. Just get the fuck out.
No, it's just time.
It's time
It's
to
just
leave.
time to move on.
Are they getting the hotels getting paid full price or are they getting paid partial price? Because the hotels do have a right to want their...
One of the hotels were in the middle of renovating. So they're like, we need everyone out of the fucking place so we can get our business going.
Let's go to Chip in Houston. Chip?
Oh, come on, guys. I don't even want to hear it. You have nowhere near your fair share. We're inundated. 70% increase in violence at in the hotels where they're staying at and apartment complexes.
Oh,
they're
really?
staying free, dude. It's unbelievable.
I can't even imagine.
So they're not behaving themselves?
Oh, absolutely not.
Of course.
Behaving it's situation normal for them. But I mean, we were we actually had a good little handle on the crime problem down here, and then we had Katrina come through, send everybody this way. It's fucking unbelievable, bro.
All right. Thank you, Chip. Let's go to Flying Standby. Flying Standby.
Hey, Miss Townboard, BCH. By the way, men's Olympic hockey starts Wednesday, and I got a what do you learn?
Okay.
Today I learned that the former programming director at NEW was Fiona Apple.
Yep.
Punching out, guys.
He was lupus. He was lupus. Brad, Michigan.
Hey, Brian from Michigan.
All right, Brian.
Hey, it's probably not a good idea to go hunting with Dick Cheney.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, no joke or anything, just
Right.
the facts.
Nice.
Thank you.
Dead Bent.
Hey, what's up, guys? Speaking of Katrina, today I learned last time it snowed that bad in New York, somebody lost a slave. Later.
Wow. Kevin, what did you learn on the show today?
Today I learned that $800 should get you a GFE. See you.
All right, and let's say hi to Bill in Boston. Bill?
Hey! I've been waiting to talk to you guys since you were on BCN in Boston. So it's a thrill to speak with you.
Quickly.
Wait a minute. So, you used to listen to us? No, I'm trying to figure this out.
Go ahead.
Oh, you mean when we were on commercial radio?
Yeah.
Yeah, after we got syndicated.
Oh, after we got syndicated?
Not AAF.
We were from New York, but we were broadcasting
Oh, man, it was
into
just very stuck.
Boston.
Forever.
And you haven't talked to us since then?
I've never talked to you. I've always waited on hold for hours at a time.
Oh,
all right. What do you want to say, dude? Go ahead.
Yeah,
say
what do you got,
it.
pal, man?
This concludes our